Everyone, welcome to the stream. So, what I did beforehand was I farmed all the support conversations I could that I could hope I didn't miss any. But yeah, decided that on the other ones that don't have conversations, I'm gonna be able to unlock them as I'm playing New Game Plus anyway. So just wanted to put all the conversations here in stream and then finish up the chapter. So it's gonna be a lot. So we're gonna start with Hubert. Let's go.
Another clear victory for the Empire in battle. You can surely guess who stole the show yet again.
Our mercenary friend? Always a force upon the battlefield, that one.
Their approach on the battlefield is exceptional. Yet their curious power has also proved quite the boon.
It is deeply fascinating, isn't it? Something beyond the principles of magic, and yet different from the power of crests. I might go so far as to say it veers close to the realm of dark magic, but I fear that's beyond my expertise.
I am possessed of some small knowledge, yet still fail to understand the nature of that power.
Then at present we can do nothing but throw our hands to the sky. And with that, I must be off.
Oh? I thought you would be more curious about our mercenary ally. Will you truly raise the white flag merely because the matter lies outside your usual ken?
What are you playing at, Hubert? If you want me to investigate a specimen, go ahead. Hook it and reel it in.
Aha, but you are the better angler of the two of us. Furthermore, my method of hooking would complicate our relationship with so valued an ally. An inducement from your lips would ensure things proceed more smoothly.
Well, this is becoming a hassle. Can't you push yourself to learn some new hooking strategies? Like, I don't know, one befitting the elegance of a true nobleman? Involving fancy tea, perhaps?
A positively hair-raising notion. Please, do not speak it aloud again.
Then maybe get in their face and pick a fight with them. You two could end up becoming fast friends.
So you wish me to shout myself hoarse and swing my fists about like a common ruffian? I shall pretend I did not hear that suggestion.
No? Then the only option left is aggressive persuasion, driven home at the point of an axe, let's say.
Linhart, who in the world are you talking about right now? I should think there is no one quite so barbarous in our own army.
Oh, I didn't have anyone particular in mind. I was just brainstorming new methods to ensnare our illustrious mercenary friend. Why? Did they remind you of acquaintances of ours?
In any event, let us leave this sleeping dog where it lies. I do not dislike conversing with you, but we seem to procure results of little benefit when we do. And with that, I have matters to attend to and must be off. Farewell.
Until next time, Hubert. So when can I expect you to have reeled in our mercenary friend? I suspect we'd make headway on the research if we engaged in it together.
I'm afraid I've not the time to play along with your capricious whims, Linhart. I will, of course, be cheering you on with some enthusiasm from the shadows as you hook the subject yourself.
Yeah, rip. Okay.
Ah, Bernadetta. I see the documents I was waiting for have finally arrived.
Hubert! I'm not doing anything bad!
Then would you be so kind as to hand those over? They are addressed to me, after all.
Oh, right. Edelgard asked me to bring them. Phew, that was heavy. What are all these documents anyway?
Old records of bandit activity in this area that I need for my investigation.
Hey, that reminds me. I heard we had a group of bandits cornered, but they sort of got away.
Yes, a most vexing development. It beggars belief that our troops prove unable to exterminate even these few stray vermin.
Wait, are you angry?
Oh, I doubt it is worth raising my ire over.
That's good. But you look like you're angry.
Bernadetta, are you aware of how your persistence often leads to the very outcome you wish to avoid?
Yes?
In any event, my mood is what it is because I must now locate a den of rats. I will need to research previous stomping grounds, then cross-reference the location of their old lairs in order to work out where this new one might be.
Wow, that sounds like a ton of work.
Yes, but there is nothing for it. These craven rats will not re-emerge once they've burrowed into their nests.
Hey, neat! I definitely understand the desire to burrow in somewhere and never come out.
Uh-oh.
But when there are festivals and stuff, they might slip up and leave? Maybe? Possibly? Everyone loves festivals, except when there are people around, which is usually the case.
Somehow I suspect you would not emerge for even the most magnificent of carnivals. However, you and the rats may differ on that point.
We do what now?
Yes, of course. Unlike you, these thieves have no particular desire to live away from others. We have had them on the run for some time, which means they've not been able to earn coin through their usual underhanded work. Thus, if I were to prepare a place where they could cut a few easy purses, they might consider the spoils to be worth the risk.
Okay.
And the bait shall be a festival. Due to the war, we have not held a genuine festival for quite some time, after all. So even if we do not capture the rodents, and it merely brings much-needed succor to the people, I would still consider it a success. Well done, Bernadetta.
Oh no.
You have come up with a splendid idea that eluded even myself.
Why are you complimenting me out of nowhere? Are you plotting against me?
Not particularly, no. Although I am thinking I will require your assistance in this matter from now on.
I knew it.
No! Someone free poor Bernie from this torment!
I did ask what happened.
Lord Hubert, we've located what appears to be an enemy scouting party in the forest near our base.
This is certainly a matter of concern. We will need to make immediate preparations to...
But the one who located them was... Caspar.
He ran Leroy Jenkins, didn't he?
Ah, I see.
Yep.
Then what of our casualties? Also, did we manage to capture any of the enemy?
We've 3 lightly wounded, including Caspar. And I fear none were taken alive.
I suppose such things are wont to occur when charging headlong into the fray.
Hey, Hubert! Did you hear how I cleared out a few enemy spies?
I did indeed. And on top of getting several people injured, you failed to capture any of said spies. Had you first called for reinforcements before leaping into action, that could have been avoided.
And what if they'd gotten away while we waited? Also, didn't you say it was fine when my old man did the same thing before?
Reinforcements would be nothing but a hindrance to Count Burgley's. If he could not handle something himself, additional soldiers would do nothing more. Besides, he would not have suffered even the slightest injury in the process.
Hey, I'm barely scratched. Ah, forget it. I'll win your respect next time for sure.
Why do you ever insist on hurling yourself into danger at every opportunity? Clearly, some of the reason lies in your desire for military accolades, and yet, let us take this most recent incident, for example. Had you summoned reinforcements, you would likely have received more plaudits for it. The capture of an enemy spy would have been a nice feather in your cap, as would coming home with fewer injured comrades.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. All I can say is that my gut told me to attack and I listened. And it wasn't a terrible result, so what's the problem?
The problem is whether or not your gut continues to avail you. If this instinct of yours is wrong even a single time, you will find a mound of dirt over your head.
Don't talk like that, Hubert. I might be aggressive, but I'm not angling to end up dead.
Your untimely demise would make trouble for me as well. I just think of the critical military manpower I would be sacrificing. Yet, at the same time, you and your gut mucking up carefully laid plans is cause for no less chagrin.
Ah, you think too much, you know that? I mean, if you want to make a name for yourself on the battlefield, you kinda have to accept the risk of death. I made the choice to distinguish myself in war in spite of that. But hey, you know what? If you think I'm gonna kick the bucket, go ahead and work that into your plans. Look, I know I'm your critical military manpower or whatever it was you said, but sometimes you've got to win whether you have that manpower or not.
Valid point,
Like
honestly.
I said, I'm not aiming to get myself killed, but I also know there are no guarantees in battle. Anyway, I figure that's got to be the best way to make sure I don't end up being a burden for you. Oh, it's time for training. Gotta run, Hubert.
Placing your fate into my hands, are you? They say it is a fine line that separates the saint from the buffoon. How right they are.
There's so many conversations.
I wonder when I'll be able to return to Enbar.
Greetings, Dorothea. I hope I'm not intruding.
Oh, you're fine. I was just having myself a little think. So, what do you need?
I come with a matter involving the opera company of which you were once a member.
What's wrong? What happened?
Nothing drastic, I assure you. A letter addressed to you arrived, and finding myself with a moment to spare, I decided to deliver it personally. And as I was also hoping to speak with you about the company, the trip serves a dual purpose.
Okay, don't scare me like that, Hubert. I figured something awful had happened since you were coming here in person.
My apologies. Let your heart be at ease. Now then, I wish to discuss the matter of your return to the opera company.
I'm pretty sure I said I wasn't going back.
That is not what I refer to. Well, it is and it isn't. You have no love of violence, and in fact care little enough for it that the mere sight of someone in pain nearly rends your poor heart in two. Further, I am aware that you received numerous invitations to return to the company. Despite that, you continue to remain here on the front lines of the war. I find this choice curious.
Okay, that's a fair point. I honestly have given some thought about returning to the company. Touring across the land with them and using music to heal weary hearts sounds wonderful. And if I did make that choice, it would be a different way to help Edelgard and everyone else. You agree, right?
Indeed. I should think it terribly useful work.
But even so, I can't abandon the actual fight when all of you are still here. The thought of being safe and sound while my friends risk their lives isn't something I'm comfortable with. Does that make sense?
It does. And I even share your feelings to a degree. However, we could always summon your opera company to the front so that you could use your diva talents to motivate our troops. Surely you have considered this possibility?
You really see through everything, Hubie. It's vexing. But fine, there's another reason. I want to support Adi as a commoner. If I were here in the position of an opera diva, I wouldn't be treated like one anymore. I want to be here fighting as a representative of the peasant class. However selfish it might be,
I feel this is the best way to help Adie as she tries to erase the gap between nobles and commoners.
Well, this is a surprise. You choose the path of hardship for the sake of your Emperor. Truly, I have undersold your resolve.
Oh, but there is one more reason.
Still more.
There are quite a few young nobles here. Dependable ones with quality futures ahead of them. And they're a lot more attractive than the doormats who flutter about us divas in the capital.
Yes, that does seem important. You are stronger than I gave you credit for, Dorothea. And you have earned my respect this day. Ah, Petra. Fancy running into you here. How are you acclimating to life in Her Majesty's army? We are constantly traveling all across Fodlan, so I'm sure there is a lot to adjust to.
I find myself being cold often, but the others have shown great kindness in telling me what to expect. I have no troubles.
Marvelous. I want nothing more than for you to fit in and feel comfortable. Know that there is a permanent place for you in this army, if you so desire.
No, I will be returning to Brigid when the war is finished. I am going to be queen. That day is approaching with quickness.
Yes, I am very much aware. And upon your coronation, Brigid will be released from its vassalage to the Empire. Her Majesty and your grandfather have agreed to this in secret.
For having consideration of Brigid's interests, I give Lady Edelgard and Duke Gert my gratitude.
As I understand it, the Minister of Foreign Affairs pursued this particular policy most vigorously. He has met with far more success, now that Lord Arundel is no longer around to impede him. I might even go so far as to say the Duke looks like a new man.
A new man? No, he is still being the same man.
Well, yes. I suppose you have me there. Regardless, I do hope that you can forgive us. Though we would very much like to make our agreement with Brigid public, doing so now would be most unwise.
I have understanding. The war of 7 years ago still has freshness in the minds of many. You do not want to give them cause for anger when this war has not reached its finish yet.
I'm glad you appreciate the situation, as I was certain you would.
But all in Brigid have knowledge of our agreement. Every man, woman, and child. If it is broken, they will have knowledge of that as well. Blood would be spilling.
Petra! Was that a threat?
Not a threat, a concern. I know I can place trust in the word of the Empire. The Emperor would never be breaking a promise. Would she, Hubert?
What? I beg your pardon, Queen Petra. Clearly I failed to realize that you had already ascended the throne. Rest assured, our promise will be kept. If Her Majesty and yourself are any example, the Empire and Brigid will support each other and walk into the future side by side.
And I have certainty that you will be there, witnessing it.
Surrender now, and I will spare your life.
You're all alone, fancy boy. What you gonna do?
Oh, you are positively brutal.
She seemed to be reaching for a weapon. It is better to have safety than sorrow. Also, she would not have told you any information of usefulness. You have knowledge of this.
As she is now nothing more than a corpse, I cannot be certain of anything. However, I must admit she appeared to be going for her blade. You have my gratitude.
There is no need for thanks. I have awareness that you could have been dealing with that assassin yourself.
Perhaps. Still, I must say I have never hidden atop a tree just in case I needed to put an arrow into someone's back. I must try it sometime. I imagine such tactics are part and parcel for a woman of Brigid, though I am a touch surprised a queen would resort to them.
Why does it give you surprise? It is the tactic of most cleverness. You can attack with safety and with clear shots at the enemy's vitals. Or are you thinking that a queen should not be like her people?
Oh no, not in the slightest. In fact, I can think of no wiser strategy than for a queen to position herself somewhere safe. Fodlan's history is littered with foolish rulers who have gleefully ridden off to their own deaths, all in the name of the ludicrous, contemptible concept they call chivalry.
Chivalry. Ah, yes, that is the code for the knights. There are no knights of Brigid. We have agreement that they are without sense. But in Fodlan, I have been reading many books about chivalry. It is a code without point, yet it is followed by many. I do not have understanding of the reasoning.
Well, knightly deeds make for good tales, and tales have a way of stretching very easily. Over time, it is likely that people let go of the fact while happily embracing the fiction. Perhaps Fodlan once enjoyed an era of peace just long enough for that fantasy to take root.
Interesting. It is peace we are wishing for, but also peace that is making us weak. I am not wanting my land of home to be weak, but I am wanting it to have peace. The meaning of this is that chivalry may be coming to Brigid one day.
Despite my grumbling, it is not a system completely without use. For example, it serves well enough for keeping otherwise unruly warriors under control. Still, one advantage cannot make up for a host of failings. At the end of the day, it is a poor belief system at best.
I will be keeping your words in my mind as I attempt to create an era of peace.
Yes, be gone with the tired old ways and usher in a new age for all. That is what we are fighting for.
Holy crap, there's still so many conversations left. It's been 20 minutes and still on Hubert. This is long.
That will be all. Speak to the individual in charge for further details.
Are we really still doing this? I told you, I'm not mad anymore.
But were I to run my mouth excessively, I might well end up angering you again. And as it seems even my apologies can produce misunderstandings, I suspect the pair of us are sadly ill-matched.
That wasn't your fault. I should have accepted your apology. I was just being stubborn. Wait, that smell. Is that coffee?
You know of it, then? You did not seem familiar when I mentioned it the other day.
Coco made me some recently, and it was delicious. Sounds like it's pricey, though. There was only enough for me to have 1 cup. Is that what you usually drink?
Inasmuch as it serves as my substitute for tea, yes. However, I find it strange that Constance would consider the price of coffee to be an impediment, given how highly she is compensated.
Probably because she's always blowing her coin on materials for her latest experiments.
I see. Well then, allow me to invite you not to a tea party, but a coffee party.
Wait, are you sure? Because I'm in if you're buying. This is so good. I just can't get enough of that bitterness.
Yes, coffee has a full-bodied richness which cannot be enjoyed in any other beverage, to say nothing of the wondrous aroma.
Actually, I think the smell on this is stronger than the one Coco made me.
As with tea, there are many ways to brew coffee. A noteworthy feature of the beverage is that the final product can vary greatly depending on the degree to which the beans have been roasted.
Sorry, beans? This has beans in it? Come to think of it, Coco did mention something about how she had to massacre some beans to make hers.
I assume you speak of the grinding process. I must say, I am surprised that you enjoy coffee. It is most unexpected that we would have this in common. There are many who dislike it, and some among that number even go so far as to criticize it as no more than hot bean water.
I think that's supposed to be like a joke on like also how tea people like sometimes joke say it's hot leaf water, aka you know from Avatar when Zuko said it.
Ah, too bad. Looks like it's gone.
There is more. By all means, help yourself.
Really? Don't mind if I do. If only I could feel this relaxed all the time.
Uh-oh. No, Happy, no.
Uh-oh.
How foolish of me. To think that I, of all people, did not anticipate such an outcome. Though it is certainly better than a sigh of displeasure. Regardless, I believe we have some monsters to dispatch.
I called them, so I should deal with them. Consider it a bit of light exercise after all that coffee.
Ah! Monsters! Monsters everywhere!
I shall take it upon myself later to mislead them as to the cause of this sudden attack.
Thanks, Bert. Now let's get to it.
Happy, no. Alright. Like Cynthia, I feel like this would be a long conversation.
It's sad how we have so few research materials here at the base. And in addition...
What luck that we might encounter each other at this late hour, Lysithea.
Don't scare me like that, Hubert! You're terrifying enough under normal circumstances, let alone when you're creeping about like a spider.
I should hardly think myself any more frightening than the disembodied spirit people have reported seeing night after night.
A spirit? So the spirit was sighted around here then?
Oh yes, quite near to this training center.
Just remembered a thing, important thing, biggest. I gotta go, good night, don't follow me.
Positively frightful, I say, them calling my light a disembodied spirit. Wouldn't you agree? Oh dear. She left before I could finish.
We've barely had any vegetables with our meals lately. It's honestly kind of nice. Huh? What's going on over there?
Then they've not noticed?
Not at all. While preferences vary, there tend to be many people who love meat and dislike vegetables. But to think we found a way to hide the vegetables in all of that delicious meat and broth. Those who ate it found it delicious without being any the wiser. And of course, she did as well.
Oh no.
That is splendid news. Pray continue then.
Wait! Did I just eat a bunch of vegetables?
Goodness, Lysithea, you look positively gobsmacked. Did you have yourself a recent surprise, perhaps?
So many vegetables! Ah! Hubert! It's nothing! I'm busy! Gotta go!
It really is sad how much time I spend trying to make vegetables palatable for people. Oh well. I suppose I should just consider it part of managing our soldiers' health. Lysithea, you seem to be in high spirits.
I certainly am. Edelgard told me that I was gonna get some delicious sweets today. Wait, why am I even talking to you about this?
You might find yourself without any sweets whatsoever if you continue to treat me so cruelly. After all, I am the one tasked by Her Majesty with the honor of giving them to you.
Then why didn't you open with that, Hubert? Hand them over.
First, permit me to brew a suitable tea to accompany them.
Huh?
Wait, is A continuing from B, like directly?
The Empire sweets
seems like
truly
it.
are a delight.
Might I interest you in a cup of coffee? It cuts through the sweetness of the treats perfectly.
No, I'm good. Honestly, I don't understand how you can drink that all the time. It's so bitter.
Well, I suppose one with a youthful tongue would not care for it. Yet the bitterness, the deep richness, the subtle acidity. Oh, and I'm not treating you like a child here. I am merely discussing different palates.
I'm not a child, and neither is my tongue. Now give me some of that coffee.
Are you all right, Lysithia? Here, wipe your mouth. I fear that attempt was ill-advised. If you wish to enjoy coffee, you must first modify it to your liking. Perhaps we might try adding sugar and goat's milk. It would mellow the flavor and add sweetness.
Yes, please. There's something I'm curious about, Hubert.
And what might that be?
Why are you being so kind and indulgent to me and only me? Compared to how you treat other people, it's clearly strange.
And what if I were doing so because Her Majesty had commanded me to pay particular attention to you?
Huh? She did? I mean, even if she did do that, you're still being far nicer to me than you have to be.
If I tell you, you must not breathe a word of it to anyone. I will erase you if this gets out. Permanently.
You'll erase me? Well, all right. I promise to keep it a secret until the day I die. Is that good enough?
Wait, the heck, it double clicked on me.
It will do. I have a younger sister. One the same age as you. The pair of you have similar personalities, so perhaps I end up doting on you for this reason.
You have a sister? Why doesn't anyone know?
I conceal my family's existence as much as possible to avoid their becoming a liability. I also have a mother and little brother. Yet you certainly do not know the first thing about them either.
I suppose it would be strange for a noble like yourself to not have a single relative. Still, it's surprising you'd keep it under wraps from even your close friends and comrades.
It is my business. Regardless. I imagine that is the reason I unconsciously end up favoring you as I do.
So you aren't treating me as a child, but a little sister? Well, if that's the case, and considering how much older you are than me, I suppose I can allow it.
Oh, but that will not do. My sister would be most indignant if I were to treat anyone other than her as such. Ergo, I will simply have to exercise more caution and refrain from treating you as anything other than a normal child.
If it would make your sister upset, then what do you mean, treat me like a child?
Oh dear, I let it slip. It appears my tongue is the one that still has some maturing to do.
How's that? Oh, wait. Ah, so now I can do Petra's after. Okay, I see. So I didn't think that was a thing, that it requires other conversations to happen. Makes sense. Looks like it was the whole queen conversation that needed to happen. Okay. But still, 30 minutes for one character to get through all their support conversations. Holy crap. I don't... Maybe this stream just be all the rest of the supports. We'll see.
Lady Edelgard?
If this takes any longer, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna do all the Black Eagles. That's it. All the Black Eagles,
Petra.
and
Am I
then final
interrupting?
chapter.
It is okay. I will soon be finishing. I am offering prayers to the spirits, so they will be guiding us to victory in battle.
Is this how you pray in Bridget? In Fodlan, we usually save such things for a chapel.
Yes. In Brigid, we are offering our prayers to the forests, the mountains, the skies. Anywhere the spirits are dwelling. In Fodlan, the people are offering their prayers to the goddess. In this, we are differing. But we are the same, in hoping to live long and fight for what has meaning.
Yes, of course. Perhaps I shouldn't ask this, but is it not unwise for you to be risking your life here in Fodlan? You are the Queen of Brigid. Your people need you to return safely to them.
Yes, your words have truthfulness. If I am dying here on foreign soil, I am betraying my people. You gave me your promise to be releasing Bridget from its vassal relationship to the Empire. And if I die, your promise will be dying with me.
Yes, I suppose it would. If you died, I would have to renegotiate our terms with your successor. That wouldn't be an issue if she were as capable and reasonable as you. But would she be? And for the record, Petra, I don't want you to die. You are a dear friend.
Your words give me great happiness. But I am still content to be risking my life here in Fodlan.
As we get closer to cornering our enemies, there's no telling what kind of foul tricks they'll employ. Are you certain you don't wish to walk away from this? It could easily go awry after all.
I am knowing the danger, but I have done my deciding. I will not be turning my tail and running, while you are standing and fighting.
I'm grateful. But unlike you, I cannot back down from this fight. This war is one of my own making.
And I am choosing to share it. If we lose, then we will lose. But I will not be having regrets. I will be fighting with you until the end of bitterness. That is the prayer I was offering.
Well, I'll do my best to avoid a bitter end. Regardless, you have my thanks, Petra. Your resolve humbles me, but also gives me strength.
You are the Emperor. I am the Queen. Our relationship is not one that is usual. Not everyone can be standing on equal feet with you. This is something only I can be doing. And so, I will continue standing by your side.
Let no one say the Queen of Bridget is not gracious and noble. But I do hope we never turn into a couple of stuffy royals who insist on doing everything by the book.
I have trust that you will never be letting that happen.
So yeah, so I'll get... I think at this rate, I'm just gonna have to make it so it's all the way to Monica. So once I get Monica's conversations done, I might just finish a final chapter. There's way too many. Oh, maybe Yuritsa as well. But otherwise, that's just way too many to the point where it's gonna be like 5 hours before I even get to play. And I do want to finish the game today, so...
Yes, that looks right.
Why, hello, Linhart. It is not often I find you drawing outside.
I'm not drawing. I'm simply trying to capture this wyvern's form. See? It's resting on that hill over there.
Ah, an extraordinary sight indeed. Now then, let us see what you have done so far. I must say, it feels as though something is lacking in your work. How can I describe it? Your depiction is almost too accurate. Take these scales, for example. Why, they could have been plucked from the very wyvern itself.
I told you this isn't art. I'm doing it for my research. And when conducting research, it's always best to have precise references. The same is true when dealing with numbers or gathering information.
I see. So you value accuracy above all else.
Right. Honestly, I've never quite understood art anyway. So I'm perfectly content leaving that sort of thing to the true creatives. You know, the quirky ones. People like Bernadetta.
Even so, there may come a day when your work is seen as the craft of a master artisan, when such precision is lauded as the height of aesthetic genius.
What makes you say that?
Oh, merely a passing thought. Perhaps in the distant future, connoisseurs will value accuracy and attention to detail over the magnificent interpretive pieces we hold dear today.
Do you really think that'll happen, though? I doubt people will ever stop appreciating the ancient classics. You certainly have always done so.
Yes, there is no denying that. But I fear my own personal inclinations hold little sway over public opinion. Nobody knows what trends may arise in the decades and centuries to come. So I can indeed envision a future in which accurate depictions are praised just the same as the greats of old. And I encourage you to do the same, my friend.
I don't get it. How are you so optimistic all the time? It's like you're constantly looking toward the future.
I could say quite the same about you. I have always believed you to be rather forward-thinking.
That's not optimism, though. All I'm thinking forward to is the time when I can just sleep the days away. That's why I'm forcing myself to be as active as I can now.
Regrettably, those halcyon days of slumber are still but a distant dream. I have much work for you, both now and further down the road. To begin with, might I ask you to paint my portrait?
For the last time, I'm a researcher, not an artist. Are you sure you want such a faithful depiction?
That is exactly what I want. How else would my yet unborn descendants know the true visage of the great Ferdinand von Eyre? Indeed, I would be proud to submit myself as a subject of your research. Consider it a study in the personification of nobility itself.
Don't get ahead of yourself. I'm fine drawing you, but I don't have the slightest modicum of interest in actually researching you. Though, I do sometimes wonder where you get all that unabashed confidence from.
Alright, now just... What's with the weird design on this piece here?
That is no design, Caspar, but a fracture. And a perfectly straight one at that, which makes it rather hard to discern. Repairing it will likely not prove worth the bother. Best relegate the piece to life as training equipment.
Wow, you really know your stuff, Ferdinand. I'm clueless when it comes to this kind of thing. Sometimes I think you know everything.
Oh, I am not quite so impressive as that. But you seem troubled by something, Caspar. What is it? No, forgive my presumption. Perhaps I was merely imagining it.
See? You do know everything. Something is kind of bothering me. I was talking to someone the other day about how I want to distinguish myself in battle, and they said that meant I wanted the war to go on forever. Of course, I told them they were nuts. Then I actually started thinking about it. About what I'll be doing when the war ends, I mean. About what I'll even be.
I do not think you have cause to worry. We may not know what the future holds, but you are delivering great results as a leader. Surely you will be held in esteem for such.
Sure, but doesn't that just mean my life is about nothing but fighting? I'm not a guy like you who's good at pretty much everything, so... Listen to me. I can't remember the last time I got in my own head like this.
Nonsense. We all have our worries. Why, even I have one or two of my own.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Well, your earlier appraisal of my boundless talent, for one.
Huh? But that's true. Also, why would you need to worry about being good at everything?
Oh, there is no doubt I can handle most things without much difficulty. And there are few things I have strong preferences about. Stimulants such as coffee aside.
Right. Which means...
But to me, that fact is nothing more than the flip side of having no prominent talents. I am a purveyor of all trades, but an expert in none. A man such as yourself, who possesses rare ability in a single field, is positively dazzling.
What? Okay, you are seriously overthinking this entire thing, Ferdinand. Don't get me wrong, I'm thrilled you have a high opinion of me, but any comparison of us is always gonna end with my being humiliated.
Do you truly think so?
Look, I'm bad at the sciences, hopeless with strategy, and a complete oaf when it comes to coordinating anything besides tying my own shoes. But you can help me with all that stuff. And not just me, you can help everyone shore up their weak points. Sheesh. All right, that's enough worry for one day. Time to go run until I puke. Yeah!
Caspar, wait! And he has gone. Still, I suppose the man makes an intriguing point. My lack of weaknesses does give me a unique ability to offer aid to everyone.
What am I supposed to say to Ferdy? Oh, this is such a problem. All my animosity towards him has been due to a misunderstanding on my part. I really owe him a...
Dorothea!
Ferdy? What in the world?
I shall not approach any closer.
Oh my
So
God.
pray, stand there and hear me out. My deepest apologies for what happened the other day. I fear I may have wounded you most grievously.
Oh my god.
As I am a fool who knows not how I upset you, you may
Oh my
freely
God,
laugh
no.
and jeer at my inadequacies.
Oh my god, Ferdinand, no.
Some kind of lover's quarrel, maybe?
You think he's cheating on her? Nah, couldn't be. But then again... Oh, for the love of... Ferdy! Please stop screaming our private business for all the world to hear!
But you told me to stay away from you, and I must not disregard your wishes in the matter. I implore you to forgive me. I have no wish for our relationship to end in such a horrid manner.
Oh my god, there's so many.
This is getting good. Can't say the lady looks too into
Oh
it,
my
though.
god. This job.
True, but if two folks really and truly love each other, they can overcome
Okay.
anything.
This is so much better than I was expecting.
I forgive you, Ferdy! Now for the love of everything, stop shouting!
Oh my god.
Thank you for forgiving me, Dorothea.
Oh my god.
And thank you for hearing out my thoughts on the matter.
It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
Oh, I think everyone heard you out.
I see. Then you are still cross with me.
Listen, Ferdy, you don't need to apologize.
Does this mean you will never forgive me for as long as I live? Whatever am I to do?
Just listen to me for a second. You don't have to apologize to me because I'm the one who should be apologizing to you.
Oh? But why? I should not think you have any defects to speak of.
I overheard you and Adie talking the other day. When you were telling her about the water nymph you saw in the fountain in Enbar? Well, I'm fairly sure what you thought was a nymph was actually me, as a child.
Come again?
That was the day I met Manuela and was invited to be a singer, and I was over the moon about it. I slipped into the fountain to wash up, hoping to scrub some of the dirt off of me. And then you appeared.
I see. But if the beautiful water nymph was actually you, then that means...
Yes, right. Anyway, I got embarrassed thinking about it, which is why I told you to stay away. That's all.
Yes. Well, I am glad we were able to clear that up.
Wait, ends there. Oh man. Okay. Oh man, there's still so many here. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna do all the Black Eagles. So, all the way to Monica,
Petra.
and
Just
then
the lady
Juritza,
I
and
have
I'm
been
gonna finish the
looking
game. I want to see the ending already. This is gonna be taking too
Are
long.
you needing something, Ferdinand?
I mean, anyone who wants to see the reports, I'm sure there are gonna be people uploading on YouTube. So I would recommend just watching
Why, yes,
on
I
YouTube.
do
They'll have
need
it more
something.
organized as well.
Ravishing lady, princess from a foreign land, how sharp and true the swords you hold in your hand.
What did I just listen to?
Wilt thou not?
Oh my god, is that
stay with
the end?
me?
Huh? Exactly.
How was that? Did I do it correctly? I want to be certain I understood the Bridget way.
Lo...
What?
You see, I was perusing a book on your customs the other day. It was there that I came across a description of the proper way in which to make a request of members of the Brigid royal family. Apparently, one is supposed to improvise their need in the form of a song while performing a small jig or rondo. I find it to be a most lovely tradition.
I mean, I guess it's like obsolete.
I am not knowing of this tradition.
You do not know it? But I am correct that song and dance are very important in your homeland, yes?
Yes, that is a truth. We are often singing and dancing as tribute to the spirits.
Then it has nothing to do with the royal family?
Oh, he misread it as thinking he.
Ah, now I have understanding.
Yeah,
Something
lost in
has
the
gotten
translation.
Lost inside of the
It's
translation.
not to the royal family, but it's to the spirits, which are considered like the top.
The ruler of Brigid is often asking the spirits for protection.
Yeah.
This involves singing and dancing both. The members of the royal family are not witnessing the performance, they are doing the performance. Also, it is for special occasions only. No one bursts into a song with suddenness. That is strange.
Yes, I am discovering that for myself. I was convinced that Brigid must have some manner of odd custom that defies Fodlan convention.
Ferdinand, what land of silliness are you thinking I am from?
What? No, This is all going quite horribly.
Wow. I do not remember Ferdinand being this stupid. To be
This is what
fair.
I deserve for trusting that ridiculous book.
Do not be worrying. Even books of greatness may contain mistakes. I once was reading that all Fodlan nobles are born in wells. Can you be imagining?
That is a ridiculous notion.
It was even within the title. Fodlan's Nobility, a day in the life of the wellborn.
Petra, wellborn is actually a word. It means one who is born into a noble bloodline.
I am knowing that, Ferdinand. I was having a joke.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
I am not breaking into songs and dances, but I am breaking out the dictionary when I have the need.
A joke? I must say, this is quite surprising, Petra. You are unearthing my ignorance in spades today. This is twice you have made me dine on dirt in a single conversation.
Unearth? Spades? Dirt! Ah! I am understanding. You are having cleverness.
Wait. Unearth. Oh, okay. I was like, where did he say unearth? Oh, unearthing or.
Well, no, that was merely a coincidence, but I am glad you enjoyed it. Lysithia!
Must you cry out my name whenever you see me? Yes, well, what do you need?
A moment of your time, nothing more. I have an issue I would like to discuss.
Very well, but please make it fast.
It concerns your future.
Huh?
I just could not understand why a talented young woman such as yourself would make such a rash and frankly illogical decision.
Oh, right. Her giving up her nobility.
Why would you throw away your nobility? Why must you live with such hasty abandon? I sought answers to these questions. I attempted to understand your reason for living.
Could you not, though? It's incredibly irritating. Fine, whatever. Keep talking.
Right. Well, in the end, I happened upon your secret and came here to talk to you. I know you have been condemned to a brief life.
So you know the truth. Good for you. Well, as I have no options or choice in the matter, I'd appreciate you just leaving it be.
Do you truly have no options?
And what option do you think is open to me? I can't do anything but take on responsibility for my parents.
I do not know. At least, not right now, but...
Don't you think I'd do something if I could?
Of course. And as I said, I lack a solution to the issue at present. Though there may only be little time left to you, does it mean there is no tomorrow? No day after that? As long as you draw breath, you can take action.
And what action can I possibly take, Ferdinand? I stopped clinging to false hope long ago.
Do not turn away from the magic of possibility. Lord Arundel, and the others who worked in the shadows of the Empire, left behind a great deal of information. And, as you know, I have been delving into that information with Hubert. In the course of our work, we located records of the fell experiments conducted at House Ordelia.
You did?
We did. Now, there is no guarantee we will stumble across a solution to your particular problem, but we have the wisest minds of the Empire, including Linhardt, Professor Hanneman, and many others, researching the matter as we speak. So please, just hold on a little longer, Lysithea. Let us finish this before your life flickers out.
That's... I don't even... Ferdinand, wait! Let me help with the research too! That way would be better! Much, much better! Wait for me!
Goodness, someone has been neglecting your care. Worry not, fair mare. I shall have your coat glistening in no time. Someone is doing a rather slapdash job of maintaining this equipment. Best take care of it.
I wasn't aware you were responsible for cleaning the training gear, Ferdinand.
I am not. Still, I cannot just leave it like this. And all will benefit if our equipment has a longer life.
In that case, let me lend a hand. I actually enjoy this kind of thing.
You have my thanks. Perhaps you might be so good as to start with that piece there.
Say, Ferdinand, are you really a noble?
I beg your pardon?
Oh my god.
What a horrid question! If I am not considered noble, then who is? After all, I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
Yes, you've made that quite clear. On many occasions.
Then are you attempting to remind me that the succession of House Eyre's peerage is on hold? It is unkind to prod at a man's sore spot like that. Though I will not hesitate to add, it does not mean my rank has been seized entirely.
That's not what I mean either. I understand you hold a noble's rank. It's just, well, something about you as a person reminds me of a commoner.
Such cheek! How can I remind you of base rabble when I strive without end to be the noblest of them all?
Because you take the initiative to muck out stables and clean filthy training gear? Most nobles I know wouldn't dream of doing such things. They just have the rabble do it.
It is my belief that nobility must serve as a model, nay, a beacon for the common folk. Doubly so in places like this, where people of different social status live alongside one another. It is precisely because of who I am that I must take the initiative. Such actions make a noble.
A praiseworthy mindset. But do any nobles besides you actually put it into practice? I don't know about the Empire, but I'm dang sure lesser nobles don't think that way. Just seeing commoners makes the bile rise in their throats. I'd say they treat us like animals, except they actually seem to appreciate their animals. Lawrence also draws stark lines between nobles and commoners, but he's a little better than the others.
Well, he is one of the nobles I find to be of merit. Regardless, your suspicion is correct. The Empire does have its fair share of nobles who bring shame to the appellation. But I will not allow them to set the standard for imperial nobility.
Huh. Maybe there's some kind of cultural difference.
Well, you are looking robust today. Let us get that coat of yours glowing, shall we?
Hey, Ferdinand.
Hello, Leonie. Have you some need of me?
I did a little detective work and learned something. You're the weird one.
Oh my god.
I fear I do not take your meaning. How exactly am I weird?
You're a noble who delights in cleaning out stables and maintaining filthy equipment. And among the Imperial nobles, you're the only one who does those kinds of things when it's not your specific responsibility. Which means I was right.
Empire and Alliance nobles are all the same.
I think I understand what you're trying to say. Certainly among those you investigated, I am the only one who put such ideas into action. But that is, if you would forgive me, a surface-level assessment. The reality beating at the heart of the matter is quite different indeed.
Okay, what does that mean?
True nobles think as I do, inside their heads. It just so happens that I am the only one who turned thought into deed on this particular occasion. So, if you believe those actions to be strange, you are saying the thoughts of all of them are strange as well. Which means you find all nobles of the world, myself among them, to be strange.
Are you trying to confuse me? Because it's working. How do you reach a conclusion like that? I'm telling you, you're the only weird one.
We appear to be arguing past one another.
Seems like it, but I'm still right.
Then I am left with no choice but to make you understand that I am the right sort of noble.
And I'll have to make you understand there aren't actually any other nobles like you.
Goodness, whatever is the matter with me? It is out of character for me to be so obstinate. An understanding like this ought never be forced upon a person. My behavior was ill-befitting a noble, Leonie. Please, allow me to apologize.
Nah, I got pretty heated there myself. At the end of the day, you're taking charge and being helpful, and that's what counts. It doesn't really matter if other nobles would ultimately do the same thing or not. So, sorry.
You must think nothing of it. However, I believe a thought has just come to me. Ultimately, the problem is not me. It is that you mistrust the nobility as a whole. That being the case, I must redouble my efforts to put my philosophy into action, so as to make others of my stature understand the correct way of things. I am certain this will rid us of the selfish sort of nobles you imagine to be lurking around every corner.
Wait, I mean, that'd be pretty great, but if nobles start taking the initiative to work and stop looking down on commoners, doesn't that just make them commoners?
So many more to go, just like, oh god.
I'm tired. Time to find a good spot for a nap. Bernadetta? Why are you skulking in the weeds?
No reason! Not getting in the way of two people's love at all! No, sir!
Huh? But I'm alone here. I see. That.
Aww.
Yeah, that! I was out walking when I saw them! A man and a woman together in the woods, getting, hated.
Well, neither of them seems to be dead yet.
They're on a secret date, you dummy! Not fighting!
Regardless, how does two lovers stealing a moment alone lead to you curled up here in the fetal position?
Because I'm hiding! I mean, if I messed up their date, they might try to get revenge on me!
Relax. To them, you're no different than a pebble on the side of the road.
Hey, I'm not a pebble! I mean, sure, sometimes I wish I was just a rock, but...
Then just roll away quietly and you'll be fine.
Just roll away quietly. Hey, yeah! Wait, no! They'd see me! Stop trying to get me killed!
We've made enough racket over here to raise the dead, and they haven't even noticed. I think it's safe to say they're off in their own little world. Still, good for them, sharing words of love when either one could die tomorrow.
Wait, they could die tomorrow?
They're both soldiers who serve on the front lines. I doubt a rosy future awaits them.
No, that's not true! Couples swearing their love and defying destiny are a staple of classic fiction!
Sure, but the fact it wouldn't happen in reality is what makes it such a good story, right?
Wait, but there are tons of stories where two people who have sworn their love don't ever meet again.
Likely because that's something people are familiar with from their own lives.
Okay, so which is it? I believe those two can be happy together, so they can, right?
I hope that's the case, but reality is cruel. Anyway, I've talked myself right to sleep.
Huh? Come
Oh
on,
my
don't
God.
sleep there! Uh-oh. Guess I'd better try that turn into a pebble and roll away quietly plan.
Uh-oh.
Bernadetta, what are you doing here? Uh-oh, looks like I'm interrupting. I'll be going.
Leonard! Listen to me! Remember the two people we saw out on a date here? Well, the guy died.
Sadly, that sort of thing does happen. Another tragic love story for the books, I suppose.
I really believed they'd live happily ever after, and I can't take an ending like this. It's so awful.
Perhaps so, but this is the result of the Empire choosing war.
But I thought the power of their love for each other would see them through safe and sound.
You expect too much from love. Yes, there are instances where emotion allows the body to go beyond the bounds of what should be possible, but the effects are quite minor. It's certainly not going to bring the dead back to life.
I know that, Linhart. I just think it's sad. I mean, don't you think it's sad?
If pushed, yes, I would consider that to be sad.
What is wrong with you?
I didn't even know the man's name. Also, plenty of our enemies die, so why are we only sad for allies?
Because they're, you know, our allies?
I wouldn't want you to die, of course. That would make me quite sad.
And I don't want to see you die either, Linhart. I'd cry even more if you died. Just the thought of it makes me...
Oh dear. Please don't cry over things that haven't happened yet.
Oh no, that's what I'm doing. I'm so sorry, Linhart.
It's fine. But to that point, let's just make sure you and I both survive this war together. If we can do that, what you said will have come true and I'll happily apologize.
Apologize? For what?
For disputing the idea that two people's feelings for each other can help them overcome the risk of death. After all, the two of us surviving the war would refute any arguments I've made to the contrary.
I'm sorry laughing, it's just... I think he just pretty much says, like, yeah, like, I'm a lazy one, and you're pretty much a coward. Like, we're likely to die, so if we survive, we just pretty much...
Oh, I get it. So you and me and the power of our feelings for each other could... wait, our what now?
All of this earnest conversation has me exhausted. Time for some sleep.
Again? Oh, don't you dare fall asleep on me now! If you do that, I'm leaving you here!
At least that's how I understood it.
What a rest. What's going on there?
Is this really happening? Oh, my prayers have been answered.
When I was about to die, your face floated into my mind, and then a miracle happened.
It seems reports of his death in battle were greatly exaggerated. I'll have to let Bernadetta know. Although given her sensibility, she's as likely to think he's a ghost as she is to be happy about it.
Alright.
Sand, rain, river? Is he writing of the weather?
Are you all right, Petra? That's quite the noise that just came flying out of your diaphragm.
Linhart, perhaps you can be helping me. This letter is giving me much difficulty.
A letter, is it? I was under the impression that you had no trouble reading the language of Fodlan.
I also had that thought, but this page is not making sense. Can you be reading it for me?
What? Oh no, I couldn't. This is a private matter. I mean, I don't even know who it's from.
But I cannot be writing back if I do not know what they are saying. Please, do this favor for me.
Oh, very well. Let me have a look. Goodness, no wonder you struggled with this. It couldn't be more archaic. Right, well, let me give this a shot. Yon world is endless sand, and I but a parched grain air upon its bosom. O beauty, was it the western wind which brought thee hither, merciful rain? Soft, my river o'erfloweth.
Is this a love letter?
Petra,
Oh my.
is this a love letter?
Oh my god. I love how we had the same idea.
That is a possibility, but I do not have certainty.
Okay, you definitely should have mentioned that before I started reading this. Well, too late now, I suppose.
Indeed. I am blaming the letter. If no one can have understanding of it, the writer is a waster of paper.
Well, it's not that I don't understand so much as... Look, let me just give this back to you.
You have understanding? You must be teaching me.
Oh, very well. The writer is using archaic speech to express his love for you through metaphor. So much so that I would say they have gone and spoiled the whole thing.
So he has passion? I am pleased, although I have little knowledge of the letter's writer.
Really? From what he's written here, it sounds as if he sees you every day. Also, the letter is absolutely rife with mistakes. Take this passage, for example. I think he mentioned the western wind in an effort to evoke Brigid, but it's actually the southern wind that brings rain. Besides which, the merciful rain is a gift from the goddess. This paramour of yours shouldn't be tossing such sacrilegious comparisons about. And I won't even ask how a grain can be parched, let alone turn into an overflowing river.
The words have richness and color. I wish I could be reading them as well as you.
Trust me, it's nothing special. Well-crafted writing has layers. This just has apostrophes.
Damn.
So,
Burn.
are you planning to write him back?
This has been a most painful lesson of how little I am knowing. I must be reading many books to study the old speech of Fodlan before making my reply.
I sure hope she doesn't plan on writing him back in the same style, or they're going to end up talking right past each other. Goodness, I slept too much. A little fishing ought to snap me right awake.
I am hearing you, Linhart.
Apparently so. Care to fish with me?
Ah,
Oh no.
or what watery expanse whilst our hooked morsel fly? What piscine denizen dost thou... Nay, thou! Dost thou be intending to make thy quarry? In days of yore, I oft partooketh of the angler's art. Yea, forsooth, I was being quite adept.
Back in the day, I also fished. I was quite adept.
But in this place, thou art knowing thy waters better. Mayhap thou art being my guide?
Oh, that is wonderful. Is this about that love letter? You did say you were going to study up on the old speech. I was wondering why you were assaulting me with so many these and thous.
Fodlan's old tongue gives me much more difficulty than the young one.
Absolutely. Most people struggle to even write that way, let alone speak it. I'm in awe of you, Petra. What you've done is very, very impressive. I bet you could scour the continent and only find a handful of people who can form such sentences. I mean, people haven't spoken that way since the goddess herself walked the land.
So speakers of this style are rare? I have been trying with hardness to learn how to be speaking like everyone else in Fodlan. And now I am finding success, but in the wrong century.
I think you should be proud. This only goes to show how much of an aptitude you have for languages. You're not even from Fodlan, and you can out-thou the best of us. That's fascinating. Thou art extremely fascinating, Petra.
I am not understanding the funniness. Do the people of Fodlan truly never speak in this way?
Usually only if they're a professional actor or trying to make a bit of a joke. But perhaps you're about to usher in a major comeback.
Please don't.
In fact, I think we should schedule some time for you to coach me,
Please don't.
Professor Petra.
Me teaching you?
I don't need
idea
more
is a
Euron
wonderful
J,
one.
okay? Please,
You
no.
are usually teaching me so many things, and now I can be repaying the favor.
It's almost a shame you've got your life mapped out as Queen of Brigid. You'd make a fine academic. I don't suppose I could talk you into it.
An academic?
Yes, a sort of professional scholar. It takes passion and, more importantly, luck. But you've got both.
I do?
Well, there's no question you're passionate and a hard worker, which just leaves the luck part. And I'd say you live a charmed life indeed if people are dropping you love letters in the middle of a war. Whatever happened with that, by the way?
I gave him my rejection and will never be seeing him again.
What? Really? I'm dying to know more, but listen, just give the academia thing some thought, all right? You'd be perfect for it. Ah, Constance. I have something I'd like to ask you.
I can't imagine how a dullard like myself would be anything but a bother to one such as you. However, I'm happy to answer anything you need.
Ah, perfect timing, Constance. I'd like to conduct a little experiment regarding the crest of Noah.
If my useless body can somehow help, it is yours.
Linhard von Hevering, where are you?
Something wrong, Constance? You seem quite upset.
For crying out loud, there you are. I demand to know why you are always coming to my other side and engaging in all manner of questions and experiments. My secrets are being revealed one after another.
Well, naturally, I prefer to deal with someone who's forthcoming with her answers.
I am always forthcoming.
Actually, I'm finding you a bit troublesome.
Troublesome? What about me is troublesome? Explain yourself at once, you feckless cat of a man.
It's, well, you know.
No, I don't know. I'm answering whatever questions you throw at me, and that is the kind of mealy-mouthed, perfunctory response you deem fit to toss in my direction?
I suppose that's a fair point. But do you really want me to dig into detail on the bothersome parts of your personality?
Well, when you put it that way, it does sound like a discussion that would make me wroth.
Which is why I think the world is better off with my mealy-mouthed response, as you so aptly put it.
In that case, I shall let sleeping hounds lie.
Good. And with that, farewell.
Hold, cretin! My agreeing to drop that particular matter does not also apply to your digging about in my personal affairs via my other mood. We must discuss terms of exchange.
Terms of exchange?
Is it not obvious? My other side is cooperating with your research, so you shall cooperate with mine. There's always demand for new magical experimentation subjects, after all.
And what sort of magic do you mean exactly?
Magic that makes one's eyes emit a dazzling golden light.
For the briefest of moments, I thought this might actually be interesting. Yes, well, all this talking has exhausted me, so perhaps we can take the matter up at a later date?
Oh, I don't mind, but make sure you talk to me as I am now. Understand?
I'm not certain this market is worth my time. Although the variety of sellers and goods is at least moderately impressive.
Hey there, Linhart. It's not every day I see you out shopping.
Oh, I thought I might happen across some good finds. And what brings you here, Leonie?
Same. This is the best place to get affordable daily necessities and hunting equipment and the like.
I myself am looking for items that might prove useful to my research, but Alas, I have come up empty.
Yeah, but the best finds usually don't jump right out at you. You gotta dig a little, you know? How about this? You keep looking, and I'll pitch in and help look at the same time.
No, I've had enough for today. I'm so tired.
You never change, Linhart, and I mean never. Well, I'm going to be here for a while, so if I find anything I think you might want, I'll grab it. Ooh, that looks interesting.
But how will you know what I want when I haven't... Oh, never mind.
Hey, Linhart, I found something good. Wait, I thought you were gonna take a nap.
It would have been rude to make you look while I enjoyed a moment of repose. So I decided to see if I could find anything you might enjoy.
Wait, is that a mask?
Indeed. It's an animal mask you wear like so.
Okay, that looks just like the real thing, which makes it amazing on you.
Is it really that amusing? I thought you could wear it hunting and confuse your prey into thinking you were one of their own kind.
Yeah, I could probably. No, stop! My stomach!
This wasn't quite the reaction I envisioned, but I suppose your finding it amusing is good enough in and of itself.
Sorry. I'll take it hunting with me next time I go, I promise. Although I'll probably burst out laughing and scare off all the animals.
And what did you find for me?
Oh, right! Check this out. Ta-da! At first, I just thought it was a weird-looking statue, but apparently it's really old.
Ah, I see. Yes, well, thank you.
Something about your reaction isn't sitting right. Is it not actually a good find?
That I cannot tell without further investigation. But there's no denying it is a curious little thing. In any event, judging from its appearance...
Okay, what's the deal?
I'm sorry. The statue is just so terribly amusing.
Huh? Where are you going? And stop laughing! Hey, Linhart! Get back here!
I can't believe Caspar foisted this on me. I don't even think Leone would have a use for it. But I suppose it couldn't hurt to ask. Hello, Leone. Are you meeting someone?
I'm meeting you. Per your request? Please don't tell me you forgot.
Ah, that's right. I have something to show you.
Wait, did you actually forget?
Oh, who can say? More importantly, take a look at this. I don't need it and was going to throw it out, but then I thought perhaps you might have a use for it.
Throw it out? What a waste! I'll definitely take it.
Truly? I suspected you might say that, but still...
You gotta use things that are usable after all.
Despite the fact that it's been written on so much that it now has utterly fulfilled the destiny of all paper?
There's still plenty of white space. And even if it was packed to the gills, it'd still make good kindling. In any case, if you don't need it, I'm happy to take it off your hands. Deal? Deal.
All yours.
Okay, now I gotta give you something in return. Let me see what I've got here. Well, looks like all I have is this dealie I picked up in the woods a couple days back. Thought it might make a good arrowhead, but it's too hard for me to flint knap properly.
That's a piece of an ancient relic. How did you even find such a thing? Yes, well, I will gladly take it. Incidentally, would you mind telling me where you picked it up?
Wow, you really want this, huh?
I do indeed, Leone. Why, this is a discovery worthy of canceling my afternoon nap.
Somehow I doubt that's gonna happen, but, well, I'm happy if you're happy.
And you have done me a service as well, by taking an unneeded item off my hands.
It's funny how stuff like this works out. One person's trash really is another person's treasure.
That is because you and I are what I would call a special pair.
Care to explain that?
One might say the things that matter to us are completely opposed. Even among all of our comrades, you'll not find a pair more... Well, except for... Oh, and then there's... You know what? We aren't so special after all.
You are a very strange man, Linhart.
Dang.
But special or not, Our relationship is perfect for disposing of unwanted items. So let's keep it up.
Sure thing, buddy. Not that I have any idea what you're asking me for at this point.
Alright, so I'm gonna need to BRB. I'm gonna play out someone's support. I mean, I don't mind missing out on it. It's not really a big deal. Let's see. We'll play out. I'm gonna play out my Mercedes. So go ahead and enjoy this, and I'll be right back.
Mercedes, got a sec?
Hello, Caspar. What do you need?
I wanted to ask you something about Professor Yuritsa. He's your little brother, yeah?
Yes, that's right. What of it?
Nothing. Except that I've challenged him a bunch of times and he keeps wiping the floor with me. So I thought maybe you might know some special way I could train to beat him, seeing as you're his sister and all.
A way to beat Yuritsa. Oh, I have it.
All right, lay it on me.
Here, follow me.
I don't think this is going very well.
Please allow me. There, see? If you do it like so, it's actually quite simple.
Yeah, that's actually... Wait, no! How is baking supposed to help me beat Professor Yuritsa?
Because we're making treats.
Oh, I see. Again, no! How does that help? Unless... Hang on. Are these actually magic treats that fill me with unimaginable strength? I don't want to win like that. It's cheating.
You're so amusing, Caspar. But no, there are no magical treats that do such a thing. Look here. They're almost done, so watch what I do very carefully.
Whoa! These look amazing! But again, and I hate to keep repeating myself here, how does this help me beat Professor Yuritsa?
Alright, I'm back.
Is
Alright,
there some kind of terrible secret in the method? Black magic in the brown sugar, maybe?
I have a feeling I understand what the conversation is. Caspar came to
Oh, Caspar,
Mercedes
there's no secret.
to fight, or how to beat Yuritsa.
Yuritsa has loved sweets for the longest time, but he's terrible when it comes to making them. So if you can make a better sweet treat than he, I'm sure he'll be vexed and acknowledge his defeat.
Oh, I guess that's one way
I'm
to
trying
beat
to
him.
beat him in combat, not baking!
I guess that's one way. Okay. Alright. Since I'm back, let's do the other characters first.
Hey, Bernadetta. I'm sorry about before.
No, I'm the one who should be sorry. Forgive me.
Huh? No, I'm the one who wants you to forgive me. Did you hear me apologize just now?
If I forgive you, will you forgive me? Then I forgive you. Please just let me live in peace.
After what happened, I went to Edelgard and asked her what I should do. She told me not to do anything and just to apologize. So I'm gonna figure out something I can get for you to make this right.
No, I don't need anything! Oh, rats, he's gone. I have a bad feeling about this.
Look, Bernadetta, I got you all your favorite foods.
Thank you? But, I think there's enough food here for 10 people, so...
Food is a foundation for building your body. If you train 3 times harder, you gotta eat 3 times as much. I mean, that's just science. And don't worry, if you can't eat it all, I'm happy to scarf down the rest.
Okay, so I can't actually train 3 times harder. And even if I did, I sure couldn't eat 3 times as much.
Look, Bernadetta, I took the bow you use for training and replaced it with an extra strong one. Oh, and don't worry, I won't interfere with your training. I learned my lesson last time.
But you did by changing her bow.
Wow, this does look strong. Let's just...
Too strong. You can't.
Oh, come on!
Yeah.
I can't even pull the bowstring bowstring back! How am I supposed to train with this thing? Caspar?
Hey there, Bernadetta. What's up?
Listen, I wanted to talk to you about all the stuff you're doing to apologize.
Oh yeah? Say, how's that training coming?
Lousy! So please stop apologizing already!
What? But I softened up the training so it was way less than what I'd do myself.
Softer? What kind of training do you even do?
Well, for starters, I go 15 times harder than everyone else here. But of course, I don't have 15 times as many hours in my day, so instead I do 3 times the amount, 5 times as fast. As for food, I generally need to wolf down about 6 times as much as everyone else because of how hungry all my training makes me.
Okay, you're not human.
Oh, and when I train with a bow, I use one with a string pulled 5 times as taut as normal.
Oh, right, I get it! Your training is ridiculous.
You think it's ridiculous? But my father came up with it, and he's the Minister of Military Affairs.
Well, if he's the standard you're aspiring to, then no wonder that's how it is.
Huh. You know, I never considered that my father got so strong because of how unusual his training regimen is.
I mean, I don't know about all that, but your routine is definitely not normal.
But I've been doing it since I was a kid.
Yeah, that explains a lot. Hey, good luck with that!
Hey, Caspar. Oh, what's with the mountain of books? Wait, please don't tell me you're planning to use them in your training somehow.
What kind of guy do you think I am? They're books. I'm gonna read them.
Read? A book? You? Did you eat something weird?
Come on, you sound just like Lynn Hart. I've torn through books before, sometimes even 2 or 3 whole chapters a day.
Chappers.
Please don't use the word torn when it comes to books. You're going to make my heart stop. And books are divided into chapters, not chappers. Oh, Caspar, promise me you won't hurt those books.
You don't have to worry, Dorothea. I realized something the other day. A person who's responsible for troops can't rely on physical strength alone. You probably wouldn't guess it from how my father looks, but he's pretty good about that stuff.
Can't say I'm shocked that the Empire's Minister of Military Affairs has read the occasional book. Speaking of, you may have heard this story before, but I'm going to tell it anyway. Back during the War of the Eagle and Lion, there was an Imperial general named Francis who was quite proud of his strength. But while he was indeed strong, he was unlearned, and so everyone looked down on him.
Why do I feel like this story is gonna make me feel like an idiot?
Just listen. The Emperor at the time gave Francis an order to study, and said that if he didn't, he wouldn't be allowed to lead anyone in battle. Francis did as his Emperor ordered, and studied as though his life depended on it, growing especially talented in the area of tactics and strategy.
But then he lost his strength.
As a result, his deeds on the
never
battlefield
mind.
were great, and he eventually rose to the rank of Minister of Military Affairs.
So I should take a page out of Francis's book, right?
So long as you don't mean literally, yes. Incidentally, the words the Emperor used to praise Francis were memorable enough to have survived even to this day. With the passing of 5 sunrises and 5 sunsets, even the meanest soldier may burgeon into a peerless commander. It means if you study hard for 5 days, even a common soldier can become a great general who commands an entire army.
5 days? That's nowhere near enough time. It'd take me 5 days just to read one book. You gotta at least give me until the end of the war.
But by that point, won't your chances to distinguish yourself in battle have already passed?
Oh, you're right. What am I gonna do, Dorothea?
Well, I suppose I have no choice but to help you. Who knows? I might even learn something.
You're the best. Thank you.
So I think you might be a little off here, Caspar. The interpretation is more like this.
No kidding. Well, so then this part here would actually mean something like... Hey, are this and this the same? I think they connect to that one thing from before.
Nice one. So now you understand that part, right?
really made some progress today.
Yes, you've been doing quite well. You used to only train your body, but lately you've been spending more time on your mind.
Kinda got a better opinion of me now, huh? I mean, no way did I become a genius in just 5 days, but this still isn't bad. You've been hitting the books a lot yourself lately. Wouldn't you rather be out on dates or something?
Not at all. I'm working very hard for the sake of our future. Also, studying together like this is sort of fun.
I get it. It's kinda like training. The more you do, the more you get out of it. But I also noticed that my training has gone better since I started this whole studying thing.
And perhaps having a partner is helping too? Still, it makes me kind of sad. We'd probably be studying together like this a lot more if the academy hadn't shut down.
I don't know about that. I mean, if we hadn't ended up in this war, would I have found a reason to study like this? Honestly, I kinda doubt it.
Caspar, whatever's bothering you, you're not going to solve it by muttering to yourself.
Yeah, you caught me. Up until Edelgard decided she was going to fight, I didn't know much of anything. Not about the evil guys who came into the Empire, and not about the problems in Fodlan. Not saying I fully understand that stuff now either, but at least I want to try.
Seeing you now is like looking at an adorable baby brother. I just want to pinch your cheeks and cheer you on with everything I've got.
Okay. I mean, sure, I'm the second son and you're older than me, but...
Perfect. Then go ahead and start thinking of me as your big sister.
I'm pretty sure Three Houses is like this also.
You know what? I actually don't mind
If I
that.
remember correctly. I feel like there's a conversation like this.
Well then, just keep watching me grow, big sis.
I thought you'd just laugh that off. With the passing of 5 sunrises and 5 sunsets, even a boy can burgeon into an impressive man.
What? Is that another part of Francis's story?
Oh, that's my little secret. Still, whatever am I to do now? Let's just continue bringing the best out of each other, for the sake of our post-war future.
Our meaning... never mind. I'm with you. Let's keep giving it our all together, Dorothea.
Oh, this must be important.
Leopold von Bergliez, I am challenging you to a duel.
Yeah, because, yeah.
Meet me at the time and place
Leopold.
designated. Signed, Petra McNeary.
Sorry, but my father won't be coming.
Why not, Caspar?
Because I got a hold of your letter before it could reach him. He doesn't know a thing.
Why are you making interference? You do not have the right.
Because I can't stand the thought of you dying. You're a great fighter, Petra. But you don't have a prayer against my father. You've got to know that.
Then you can be dying in his place, Caspar von Bergliez!
Huh? What the... Why are you backing away? Just finish me off.
That would be achieving nothing.
I thought you said you were gonna kill me in my father's place.
I was losing control of my emotions.
Okay, so now what? You gonna start following my father around again?
What are you thinking?
I don't know. I mean, I know he killed your father, so if you really hate him that much, then go for it, I guess. But I'm gonna try and stop you because I don't want you two killing each other.
Caspar, for certain reasons that are not being public, I am Queen of Brigid now. A queen cannot be acting on personal grudges.
Then why did you challenge my father to a duel?
I do not know. It was a mistake. It was not normal for me.
Well, I guess even a queen can't push her feelings down forever. I can't imagine what it must have been like to go through what you did. But I think I can still relate. Hey, here's an idea. From now on, take it out on me.
No, this is silliness. There is no point in killing you.
I'm not talking about killing, Petra. What I want you to do is unload on me. Tell me off. Just talk to me about whatever it is you're feeling. If all your hate becomes too much, dump it on me. If you want to hit something, I'm your guy. I just want us to keep being friends.
We will stay friends by yelling and hitting? I am not certain that is the kind of friendship I am wanting. But I am thanking you all the same. I will be giving it thought.
Great. Then just tell me when you need me.
Oh, that was a pretty short, straightforward report. Definitely not what I was expecting. Okay.
I lost to Yuritsa again. How can I beat him?
Let's see. What if you made all the cats in the base like you? Yes, I think that's a wonderful idea.
Don't pop up out of nowhere and scare me like that, Mercedes. It's not nice. And wait, cats? Liking me? What?
Yuritsa has adored cats ever since he was little. But now they always flee when he approaches. Perhaps it's because he's so much bigger? In any case, if he saw cats being affectionate with you, I'm sure he would acknowledge his defeat.
Why are you giving these roundabout ways?
Again, not the kind of win I'm aiming for here. Look, it's simple. I want to fight the guy head on and beat him. That's it.
But head on isn't the only way to fight, correct? I mean, surely that isn't your strategy on an actual battlefield.
Wish it could be, but yeah, that's probably not the smartest idea in the world. But since this isn't a battlefield, it's up to me how I want to fight the guy.
Yet I feel that going up against him would be the same as being on a battlefield. You're companions who fight for the same cause. Wouldn't it be nicer to compete by baking treats or being loved by cats? You're companions who fight for the same cause. Why would you hurt one another to decide the outcome of the day?
I mean, I get what you're saying, which is weird.
Then how about we spend today surveying cats and continue our baking lessons this evening?
I didn't say I agreed. I just said I got what you were saying and that it was weird. How'd she trick me into baking again? And what am I gonna do with all these things? Huh? Where'd Mercedes go?
Yuritsa's gonna show up, isn't he?
It's Professor Yuritsa! Maybe I can challenge him again. Wait a minute. Those are the treats I made.
Utterly delicious. He made these? I am defeated.
Wait, what? I can't believe Professor Yuritsa just admitted defeat so casually. This is great, but also very frustrating, but also great. I'm so conflicted. No, I want to beat him head on.
That was pretty hilarious. Alright, we're getting to the point where it's starting to slow down. Well, Bernie's is probably gonna be short. Well, not short, but not surprised. It's only one conversation.
Huh? Looks like Burn's talking to someone.
Talking to Yuri.
You seem to be in a good mood, Burn.
Dorothea! You scared me!
Sorry about that. It just looked like you were enjoying your conversation. That was a man you were talking to, right? He walked away before I could see who it was.
Yeah, but it's not like that.
Oh wait, can't be Yuri because it's possible not to recruit him and this conversation still has to happen. So it's probably some random...
It sure looked like you were getting along well. Who was he, Is spring finally springing in the heart of my dear Burn?
No, it's not like that! Do you remember the commoner friend I had once?
You mean the one who vanished from your estate half dead?
Yep. Well, it turns out he's actually alive, and in our army.
That's great, Burn. A childhood friend, thought past, reunites with his treasured companion amidst the fires of war. A noble daughter and a common lad. A love that knows no social boundaries. This is the perfect plot for an opera.
Yeah, that sounds impressed. Wait, no, it's not love!
Yes, but if they made it into an opera, that's how it would be portrayed. For example, there's a series of operas known as the Empire of Love, and their latest could be the Bernadetta Saga.
Yes, please.
Absolutely not. If that happens, I'll lock myself in my room and melt down the key.
Then I'll have to keep it secret. A shame, though. It's such a lovely story to waste.
It's not a waste. I'm taking it to my grave.
I'm sure you are. Still, I'm glad your friend is all right. Perhaps your father wasn't as cruel to him as wagging tongues would have us believe.
Actually, he says my father was protecting me. I guess someone was trying to kill me, so he had no choice but to kick out my friend.
But if that's the case, doesn't it mean you can patch things up with your father?
No. My problems with him go way beyond this one incident. I mean, yeah, it seems like there was a bit of a misunderstanding around this one thing. But even if he was protecting me, it wasn't for love. It's more like how a smith protects a valuable tool.
That sounds very much like my father.
It does?
Yes. He tossed my mother aside like some worn-out tool because their child, me, didn't have a crest. That's why your situation feels so personal. I really want you to overcome your struggles with everything that happened with your father and find a way to be happy.
But I'm already happy. Really, I am. And it's all because I have friends like you, Dorothea.
Then I can be happy too. Because I have friends like you, Bern. Oh, it feels wonderful to be out on the town again. Wouldn't you agree, Petra?
I would. It has been one battle after another battle. It is feeling good to rest.
I know, right? I'm glad we stopped here. Just look at the market. So many stalls, so much life.
This town must have been sending many soldiers to the war. I was thinking it would be filled with gloom. But the townsfolk are keeping high spirits. This is a good thing.
Commoners are a lot more resilient than you think. It doesn't matter if there are arrows whizzing by their shops or if there's a new lord to serve. They know how to adapt and carry on. Of course, it's different if they've lost family.
Yes. In Brigid, everyone is family. We fight as sisters and brothers. And are mourning each loss.
One big family, huh? Can't say that for Fodlan. It's a beautiful idea, but it must be awful in wartime. I can't imagine feeling like I've lost a sibling every time a person dies.
Yes. Times of war bring much sadness. But I am also thinking that war is less common. We are not squabbling over land or property, because it is already belonging to all.
That sounds wonderful, Petra.
We are only squabbling over who is sitting on the throne. Oh, and lovers.
Oh, so that's where things get messy. Juicy.
Oi, ladies. Ain't safe for a couple of prim skirts to be out here alone. Why don't you come with us?
Keep walking, boys. Not interested.
Shut up and move, girlie.
Whoa! What the?
Watch out, Dorothea! This one has skill!
Well, that was incredibly uncivil of them. Are you all right? You aren't hurt, are you?
I am well. And you?
Not a scratch. I'm so relieved those brutes didn't mess up that silky face of yours.
But I am not wearing silk upon my face, Dorothea.
No, I'm talking about your skin. It's lustrous and smooth, you know?
This is a strange comparison. Silk is easily damaged. My skin has strength. Here, feel.
That's all right. I can tell just by looking.
Then you are knowing that my skin is like steel, not like silk. I am thinking we should be taking more care from now on. You are precious to me. I do not want to be losing you to thugs. One of them was a capable fighter. Please take my apologies for placing you in such danger. If anyone is trying such a thing again, I will be keeping you safe.
Hey, you're special to me too, you know. and no one's gonna lay a finger on your head while I'm around.
Dorothea, are you all right? I heard you were injured in our latest battle.
I'm fine. I can't say the same for my clothes, but at least my body will heal up quickly.
What a relief. It would be terrible if you were wounded, but even a single scar marring your perfect skin would be a tragedy.
No need to make such a fuss over it. I have plenty of scars already, Moni.
I'm aware, but a large one would present a different type of problem altogether.
Wait, how do you know that I have scars? Actually, no, I'd rather not find out.
By the way, Dorothea, there's something I was hoping to ask you. I heard you were hurt because you hesitated to kill an opponent and left yourself open to an attack. Is that true?
It is. My enemy was a young child, and she was all skin and bones. I thought perhaps she was an orphan, and pity stayed my hand.
So it is true.
I'm sorry. I suppose my failure to act must have been something of a burden on everyone else.
I don't consider you a burden. But still, why do you keep fighting if you have such a kind heart? How can you even stand it? Don't you want to run away? Don't you want to leave the army and return to your opera company?
Oh, of course. The little voice inside my head is always telling me to pack up and go. But I have too much self-respect to do that. Or perhaps I'm simply too tied to my position. If I hadn't been given the opportunity to become a songstress, if I'd remained an orphan, I might well be in the same position as the child I face today. I might have been pressed into battle without being taught how to fight properly. I doubt I would have lasted long out on the battlefield. And when I think about that, I can't run away. I can't be the only one to flee to safety when everyone else is in danger.
I had no idea.
Plus, 80 matters a lot to me. I want to stay by her side and support her. You know all about what that's like, right? Even though you have the option of working in the capital, you've chosen to stay here and fight.
Well, you have me there. No matter what hardships might come, I can't imagine ever abandoning her.
That makes two of us.
Dorothea? My apologies. There's something I need to confess. I went to Her Majesty and asked her to reassign you to the rear guard. But after speaking to you, I now realize that was a great mistake. Even if it's difficult, and even if you get hurt, you still have a desire and a right to be on the front with Lady Edelgard.
You don't have to apologize, Moni. I understand. So, let's keep giving everything we've got to this fight.
Yes! With the two of us at her side, Her Majesty will be flanked by beautiful flowers. Wait, Her Majesty is also a beautiful flower, so,
Upon the stage of battle we shall bloom, an army of countless flowers bursting into full glory.
Okay, so a decent amount looks like, yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna finish Petra's, and then I'll do Yuritsa's, and I don't think there's anyone else that's Black Eagle, so yeah. If you want to see anyone else's conversations, I recommend just looking up on YouTube. I'm sure people have posted it.
Aw, no! I scared away another one! I know I'm hidden. Why do they keep noticing me?
of course they will be noticing you, Raphael.
Whoa! Petra! Wait, why did you say of course?
Because you are moving like a giant bear when you are hunting. Even animals without ears are hearing you approach. You must have subtleness.
Okay, but bears are really strong, right? So maybe I should just channel a little more of that. Bear roar! Ah!
This roaring is only making you louder. Now the animals are running even further away. You are hunting rabbits, yes? And foxes? These creatures are not wanting to be friends with a bear.
Oh, yeah. I guess I'd run too if a bear was coming after me like that. So, how do I get more subtle? I mean, how do bears hunt?
Often, bears are not hunting.
Seriously? But they're a couple thousand pounds of muscle. You can't bulk up that much and not even flex. It's just...
Do not be looking at me. I am not knowing the ways of bulk.
Oh, right. Well, if the bear thing is off the table, what do you suggest? I mean, how do people hunt in Bridget?
Our hunters have much subtleness. They are hiding themselves completely. For you, I am thinking this is not a possibility. But there are many in Fodlan who are hunting with skill, despite not hiding like the people of Bridget.
Really? Oh.
They are using hounds. Hounds do not have subtleness. But I am not knowing the specifics. We do not use dogs for hunting in Bridget.
You know, I think I've heard of that before. I wonder why dogs are so good at... Oh! Dogs are basically wolves, and wolves are natural hunters! I get it now! So basically, I just need to channel my inner canine.
I do not have understanding.
Oh yeah! My hunting luck's about to improve! Wolf howl! There goes another one. This wolf thing isn't working. My howling's getting better, but it's also getting louder. I'll never be a hunter.
I am not agreeing.
Petra? Wow, where'd you get all that game?
And that is why I had the decision to be lying in wait near you.
Well, I'll be. You waited for me to scare all the animals out, then bagged them yourself.
They had such fear of your loudness that they were running in a straight line. Very easy to hit. This is what is called drive hunting. I have been studying the Fodlan way.
Drive hunting, huh?
Yes, Fodlan hunters are using hounds to track their prey and put it into corners.
But we don't have any hounds.
We do not. So, you are being my hound instead.
What? Wait, no! I was being a wolf!
That's kind of cute, actually.
You were saying before that dogs and wolves are the same.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I have been thinking with hardness how I can make you more than just a large man searching the woods for prey. Then, I found an idea. You are the hound. I am the hunter. We will be making a great team and catching lots of game.
Hey! I like the sound of that, Petra! It's nice of you to buddy up and help me with something I've been struggling with.
I am happy to be helping. And I am thinking Raphael-style hunting would find much popularity in Bridget.
Seriously? But you already have so many good hunters there. You really think there's a place for me? Because that would be incredible!
No, you are incredible. You would find enjoyment in Bridget life. We have many delicious meats you cannot be finding here.
Oh, yeah. I bet it's a totally different kind of yummy. Guess I've got to try it and see for myself. The first thing I'm gonna do if I visit Bridget is order a whole platter of food. That'll also be the second thing I do. And probably the third.
Dude, I love Raphael.
You are a true lover of meat.
Oh, and then I'll need to get some training in. Do people in Bridget like working their muscles too?
Our hunters are all needing to be light on their feet. They are not usually training for enlarging their muscles. But maybe farmers and woodcutters are seeking bulk.
I'm really trying to picture this. I mean, most farmers and woodcutters are pretty burly already, so the Bridget variety must be huge. Oh, wow. This is great. Raphael, farmer of Bridget. Raphael, woodcutter
He's always so
of Bridget.
positive. I love it.
Yes, I am proud of my home. So please come visit. You will always find you are welcome there.
At last, we come face to face.
Constance, is something...
Listen here, there's no need to dance around me, for I bear you no ill will.
I am having confusion. What are you speaking of?
I speak of the bad blood between Brigid and the Empire, of course.
Ah, the war. I am having my own feelings about.
Surely you are aware that it was your father who invaded the lands of House Nouvelle, which I once called home. It was his aggressions which cost me my family, my friends, my land, everything. However, your father and many of your countrymen paid for this in the coin of their own lives. Furthermore, neither you nor I took part in that foolish conflict. Therefore, there is no merit to our dredging up the past. We need not be at each other's throats.
I feel like Petra's gonna get insulted that she called it foolish.
Have I made myself clear? Good. Now farewell.
Constance has a personality of much color.
Okay, never mind.
I was not given a chance to give her my reply. I cannot be leaving things like this. I must be telling her that I have understanding. Constance? I am wanting to talk to you about what you were saying before.
Greetings, Petra. I fear I caused you undue distress. Please accept my humblest apologies for the offense. One from my meager and reduced circumstances has no right to insult a woman of your royal standing. As galling as this must be after the fact, I humbly beg your forgiveness.
You can have my forgiveness, although I was not taking any offense.
Oh, what overflowing kindness! Truly, your mercy is too good for a wretch such as I. But I should not expect aught else from one capable of ruling an entire people. You are a mighty boulder, and I, but a pebble by the wayside.
Let me speak, Constance, please. I am knowing that our relationship is complicated. I think about this every day. It is filling my heart with pain and confusion. But you had the braveness to say what I could not.
Stop, I beg you. You will crush my sad and pathetic frame under the weight of such undeserved compliments. I think it best if I keep my own counsel from now on. Pray pay my ramblings no mind. Oh my, now I have been so presumptuous as to tell you what to do. Please excuse me while I go crawl under a rock.
I am not understanding what happened here. Which Constance should I be believing? Constance, I think I am starting to have more understanding of you. Both parts of you are the true you. The part that cannot be accepting is existing alongside the part that can. These two are always fighting inside you. It is very difficult.
I would venture to say that you have described me most aptly. There is still much about myself I have yet to understand, but the idea that the two parts of me exist in a state of conflict is most intriguing.
Before, you were telling me there was no point in having conflict over the past. You were letting go of the past to be living in the present. Your words were touching my heart.
Yes, I do suppose I may have said something to that effect. How mortifying.
But then you fled before I could be responding. That was showing me that you have difficult feelings for me after all. This is also one part of you battling with the other, I think.
It is entirely possible that such is the case. As I could never hide the truth from you, I must admit I found you somewhat intimidating. Despite my springing the topic on you without warning, you stood strong and listened, and were even gracious enough to discuss it afterward. You dazzled me, and I do not respond well to dazzling. I am weak and pathetic as I am now.
No, that is not weakness. It is balance. The weak part is existing, so the other part can be strong for you. Are you not agreeing?
Why ever would you think that?
Because I am the same. I am also having a weak part. Like you. I am always pretending that the past is not bothering to me. But my father is dead, as are many of my people. This gives me great sorrow, and I am unable to be accepting. The weak part of me is winning. Why is it that I am still living, when so many others had to be dying?
That is a thought that I ponder often myself. For what purpose am I even here? Why is it that I am the only one left to suffer? Is there anything left for me to live for? All I feel is the pain of the people I have lost. But I know now that someone like you, a person as dazzling as the other part of me, also shares that same pain.
Of course.
May I be so bold as to ask what it is that gives you solace?
My brother and sister back home. They are still very small, but thinking of them always provides me with strength. If I am not able to be claiming the throne, they are likely to be killed. Bridget expects me to be a strong queen, a warrior. Only I can be improving our relations with Fodlan. Where are you finding your solace?
I take peace in the dream the other part of me still believes in. The dream that one day, House Nouvelle will be restored to its former glory. As unlikely as this seems, I find I am unable to discard it entirely.
Then let us both be taking heart. We will be living and we will be fighting. We are sharing a past of sorrow. But together, we can be overcoming it and walking on towards tomorrow.
You have my deepest thanks, Petra. Alone, I may never have found the courage I need. But with you beside me, there is hope.
Alright, cool. Monica's done. The rest are not lucky goals, except for Yuritsa. So we use Yuritsa. I think he only had Mercedes and Manuel. Okay. This will be the last person I'm going to do for supports. Then I'm going to play the game. The rest of the supports I'm going to do on my own time. And
Dear son, I hope this letter finds you well, and that you and your sister aren't fighting too much. It's been some time since I left the church in the kingdom, but I'm making do. Once this war is over, I hope the three of us can live together again. She seems in good health.
Yes. She sent me this letter as soon as I wrote her about being reunited with you. I know she was happy to hear that. She was always so worried about you, you know? We haven't seen you since we left House Bartels, so please go visit her when you have a chance. As you read, we were thinking that after the war is over, we could perhaps reunite.
No.
Why not?
I cannot face her. I killed my father, slaughtered everyone in the house. Our mother shouldn't meet a murderer.
Yes, I heard about that. But I'm certain you took those actions because you felt you had to, right? Just explain it to her. She'll listen to you.
You do not understand. There is a murderous demon in my heart. The Death Knight inside me would cut you and our mother down without hesitation. If that happened, I would lose myself.
But we're here talking right now, and you're just as you always were. You're my little Emile who loves kittens and sweets.
Mercedes, I may be fine now, and perhaps the demon in me will even perish someday. But I cannot live with you until I pay for my crimes. And considering the weight of them, that day may never come.
But
I seek only to be judged by the law, and thereby atone.
so that's what you've decided, is it? In that case, I have no choice but to support you, no matter how sad it makes me. But just know that Mother and I will always be waiting for you, no matter how long it takes. I look forward to the day when you can show your face to her proudly.
I see.
We might both be old ladies by then, but we'll still be able to talk over tea like always.
Thank you, Mercedes.
I have no idea what to expect from this pair.
Well, if it isn't Yuritsa, what are you doing out here all by your lonesome? Come to think of it, you were always at the training grounds when we were at the Officers' Academy, too.
It was quiet there.
You don't say. Personally, I prefer somewhere I can kick back with a nice drink. Speaking of which, we should get one together sometime. I'm sure Hanneman would spare a moment to join us.
I don't drink.
Too bad. I thought it would be a good chance for us to get to know each other. By the way, I've been wondering, why were you always hiding behind that mask? A waste of a perfectly handsome face, if you ask me. I like you much better this way.
It's not worth discussion.
Oh! From what I've heard, you're probably a good few years younger than me.
Manuela, stop being thirsty.
Yet you're so mature. It's like you have this indescribable air of mystery. I bet there's some burning passion lurking beneath that icy exterior, longing for reprieve. I'm right, aren't I? It's in there somewhere, I just know it. Say, let's grab some drinks tonight and do nothing with them, because you don't like to drink. I know. Why don't we go out dancing instead?
I don't dance.
I could not reveal my face.
And then, when the sun rises, we can... Oh, what was that about your face? Why you hide it? Why do you hide it?
Some knew me to be a wanted criminal.
I find that hard to believe. Like they say, there are two sides to every story, right? But what made you want to tell me? A moment ago, you blew me off with that broody, none-of-your-business routine.
You would have kept talking
if
I didn't.
Oh.
Did I say something strange?
Sorry, I wasn't trying to tease. I just think you're cute when you're flustered. You've become quite the ladies' man. Just you wait. I don't give up that easily.
Huh?
Okay, it kind of went down the way I expected. Alright, let's see how this goes.
Oh, is that? If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're getting along great with the soldiers now. Maybe it's because they can finally see your face.
I have never been concerned with how others view me. But if you say so, then perhaps it's true. You have always been perceptive, even back at Garreg Mach.
My, you flatter me. I'm honored you noticed me at all. Yes, that's it. All we need is that one finishing touch.
Finishing touch?
Yes, there's something you're missing. Do you know what it is, Yuritsa? Too bad, time's up. The answer is... a smile. Yes, nothing makes people feel safer than a nice set of pearly whites. Don't get me wrong, your cool demeanor has a certain charm. But if you smile like I do, people will be naturally drawn to you. It would also make it easier to talk to your peers and subordinates. Wouldn't you like that?
No.
Oh, no need to be shy. It couldn't hurt, right? And it doesn't just work on people. Animals will be more comfortable around you, too.
Animals. Like cats.
The smile's gonna be horrible and scary.
Of course! Cats, dogs, even fish. They'll all flock to you in droves.
Fish.
Sounds good, right? Now, when it comes to smiling, the important thing is to move your mouth. And your demeanor will suffer if you're always mumbling, so keep that in mind, okay? All right, let's try it out. Give me your
It's gonna be very
best shot
scary.
on 3. 1, 2, 3.
It seems being a teacher was your calling.
A teacher?
Oh, yeah, she did it.
That's not really what I was going for. This must be why I'm still single.
I don't think you need to change.
Alright, cool. But yeah. So, as you can see, there's still plenty of conversation to have. It would take me another, like, what, 2 hours just to kind of go through all of these. So, I'm gonna go through them on my own time. I just did like a Black Eagles because that's the route I selected. And yeah. I want to finish the game because I just really want to know at the end. It's been a couple days already. But as you see, like, this is the save I started on before farming for supports. I've been at it for like almost 30 hours. Like, I'm probably at 80, something at 80. See, it's been about 30 hours and it's still not complete. It's ridiculously long. But it's like, I feel like it's a one-time farm. Once I farm it, I don't have to worry about it again. I just have to worry about the exclusive characters in the other routes. And that would make it should be a lot easier. So, I know there's a lot more, but for now, I'm done. It's too long. I'm just gonna go ahead and train for the fun of it. Just get this out of the way. Don't really care about support because, like I said, I was just farming it. Aggressive.
What a...
All right.
What?
Hey.
Who?
This.
I...
Oh.
Time to work. With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Alright. Defense of Garrick Mach.
Thankfully, we're not too late. Count Varley is still holding strong. If the reports can be trusted, Rhea is here, and so is a mage that fits the description of Arundel, which is to say, Talus. That puts our two biggest adversaries in one place. We should deal with them here and now. I suppose this is a fateful battle for you as well.
Yeah, I know my power came from those slithering jerks, and I know they tried to manipulate me. But I still have so many questions about, well, everything else. And this might be my last chance to get some answers.
I hope you do, or else Hubert might spend the rest of his life distrusting you. After what happened in ALL, he suggested disposing of you again.
Not my favorite plan, to be honest. Looks like I'm gonna have to use this fight to clear my name.
Indeed. I look forward to it. But just so you know, you've already proven that a dozen times over.
Then I'm still a few dozen short. I gotta show you what the mercenary spirit's all about.
This is my first time hearing of such spirit, but I'm eager to see it in action. Enough idle chatter, though. Everyone is in place. It's time to commence the final battle.
We're gonna win. For you, for me, for all of us. And for a new Fodlan. One that'll go down in the history books as the best ever.
That Hubert and Ferdinand loose on the enemy. I kind of want to see what that does. Not gonna lie. Weird thought, no. I kind of just want to see that, honestly. Alright, so... Alright, let's main 4. So I need to make sure the Edelgard.
Follow me, soldiers of the Empire.
Stay focused.
I want to bring Geralt, just because I feel like it'd be interesting. Geralt. There you are.
I'll handle this.
Alright. Hubert, Ferdinand, just because we need to bring him for the plan. And I'm pretty sure they'll put them up a bit, so it should be
This
fine.
war is ours to be won.
Now
That's
you'll
far.
see how hard I've been trained.
And we bring Yuri for any treasure chests stuff.
Sure thing.
Alright. Wait, where's your sword? I cannot switch weapons. Wait, why? Oh, I see why. Okay, good, good. Good, good. Alright, cool.
It seems rare.
I'm on it. I'll lend a hand.
Here I go. Nope, it seems you could use some.
There's not a question of my will is theirs.
I'm on it.
Right then. Let us go to work. You appear to need...
Let's get this up. I'll cover you.
So, I'll back you up. Hang on.
And Talas have both breached the monastery. And for the sake of Fodlan's future, we will make it their tomb.
Barriers conjured by the enemy will hinder the movement of our troops.
Then we've no choice but to proceed in two groups. Take care that neither one is wiped out.
Where are the reinforcements? I don't want to die.
This would rescue Count Farley if at all possible. It will not be easy to find another man to bear the light.
There's a structural weakness in that wall. A heavily armored unit might be able to break through and expedite the rescue.
Not a problem.
I don't have an arm. Alright, well.
Out of the way!
The Southern Church's bishop is an enemy of the goddess and must be destroyed.
Initiating the operation.
Oh, not so
Great one, magic to attack Count Farley from below. That cannot be good.
Stand your ground. Yeah, right. This isn't right. Why should I have to die? I am the Bishop of the Southern Church, and you are obligated to protect me. Now do so and be quick about it.
Out of the way! Ah, Count Farley. How lovely to see you. Although I did expect to find you inside the monastery.
No, you have it all wrong. I didn't flee. Why, I would never abandon my station.
I'm tempted to ignore that. But I have a mess on my hands if the Cretan actually dies.
I'm alive. I mean, of course I am. My death would be a crippling blow to the Empire.
The man is incorrigible. Someone keep an eye on him. We're not out of the woods
Never
yet.
stood a chance.
I'll follow your lead! I've got you now!
My turn.
The enemy's wretched mage there has conjured barriers that are hampering my escape. I mean, my ability to fight together.
We go together!
No surrender! It ends here!
He must be a sorcerer of some repute.
Not a problem.
Let us smite him and his magic here and now.
I hope that keeps Count Varley safe.
Imperial dogs! Stop interfering and learn your place!
I should have known these would not be as simple as they seemed. I'm in.
There is the perfect place to unleash my secret weapon. Let's fly the arrows!
With me!
Nothing will stop us! Get out of my way!
Where are those coming from? Ah!
Goodness me. Who knew the Count still had some fight left in him?
I may be a bishop, but I still know when to stay the hand of mercy.
You are all descendants of the most inconsequential of beasts, and your deaths will fuel our grand ambition.
I'll take over.
Much stronger than I thought. I am above such chaos.
Where did he go? We need to dispel those barriers at once.
If he retreated to the upper floors, I do not see how we can reach him. But there must be some way around the barriers.
We've received multiple reports of enemy troops appearing out of thin air. Perhaps they have some sort of warping device.
That certainly sounds good. We should check every hiding place we can think of. I've seen such warping devices beneath the monastery.
Not a problem.
They are controlled by a separate mechanism located elsewhere.
Then we need to find that too?
Not a problem. I've got this.
We're already in 2 groups. Let's continue the search.
Yes. These infernal black walls are preventing me from reaching Lady Rhea.
We go together!
No surrender! There! It ends here!
And now the Imperial reinforcements are closing in. Well, I'll just have to go intercept their mindset.
With me!
Nothing will stop us! Get out of my way!
My turn. My turn?
Use the catapult! To crush the rebels below!
Never stood a chance.
I'll follow your lead!
I've got you now!
They're attacking from above. We have to stop those catapults.
Never stood a chance.
I'll follow your lead!
I've got you now!
I don't have any interest in exchanging words with you. You attacked us. And that's all I need to know. Lady Rhea, it was my greatest pride to be your sword.
Out of the way!
Moving my own. Let's get through this. We can do this!
How much time? 30 minutes. Holy crap! How long? Okay, I guess this fight's really long now. Okay.
Your guard's down!
Take a breather.
Not a problem. Yeah, right.
This stronghold is ours. Now there will be no more hurling at the boulders.
Initiating the operation. Let's go, everyone.
Wait, where's your... Oh.
So, what should I be doing? I'll back you up.
There's not a question of can. My...
That must be the control device. Try to activate it.
Does this mean we can warp now?
Let's link up. Never stood a chance.
I'll follow your lead!
I've got you now!
Stop hurling rocks at us, or I'm gonna... Oh, they stopped. Oh, that's nice.
I'm unstoppable.
Now, when might I see the real sparks fly?
Not a problem. Out of the way! I can still fight!
Initiating the operation. Forward!
Let's use the device to go after that dark maid.
I'm in. Witness my true power!
Watch out! Good. The device works.
My son is in danger. Help him!
They're really pulling out all the stops here. We better intervene before we take any more casualties.
I will dispose of you first myself. Not be held up by such foul vermin.
Very well.
This is where I aspire. I pray you might finish what must be done, Thomas.
The ground barriers have vanished. Now we can rejoin our forces.
That dark magic has dissipated. Now I can finally escape. I mean, strategically retreat.
Not a problem.
Still in the fight.
I'll fight until my dying breath to protect Lady Rhea.
Cyril, the wounds you carry. Please be safe.
As the goddess is my witness, this is as far as you go!
Annihilate them and reclaim all that is ours.
Don't stop now. Not when the future we seek is within our grasp.
No surrender! It ends here! My turn?
Wait, where did he go?
Come, Hubert! Let us show these knaves the power of the twin jewels!
Never stood a chance.
I'll follow your lead! I've got you now!
The twin what? Now see here. If you desire my assistance, you can start by doing away with the strange epithets.
Let's wake up!
Never stood a chance.
I'll follow your lead! I've got you now!
That's the last thing that was in our way. Well, except for the other things. Ah, it never ends.
Never stood a chance.
Alright, I should have enough. Or I'm gonna get enough.
Follow your lead! I've got you now!
I hope that was enough to save her.
Stand your ground.
Out of the way! I see the fire blazing in your eyes, Hubert. At long last,
Kindly spare me the twin jewel speech and allow me to carry out my duty with solemnity.
The way to the monastery is clear.
out of the way!
Oh! I can go inside. Oh, I see. I see, that's why
This is the moment we've been fighting for. Rhea and Talus will be waiting just ahead. It's a boon that the Empire's two greatest enemies are both within striking distance, yet we mustn't forget they are capable of anything. This situation could very quickly become dire.
No kidding. We're talking about the heads of the church and those who slither in the dark.
I hope you are all mentally prepared. Because once this begins, we cannot afford to waste even a second. Lady Edelgard, we await your command.
Through some strange twist of fate, we find ourselves capturing Garrigmok for the second time. Our first victory signaled the start of the war, and today's victory will be a giant step toward ending it. Today, together, we usher in a new era. And at the end of this path lies our future. The time is now. All Imperial forces, advance!
I'm assuming it's gonna be another big map. That will explain why it's 30 minutes. There's no way that it wouldn't be. Oh, that's pretty straightforward, actually.
Come on! Victory's nearly ours!
Never stood a chance.
I'll follow your lead! I've got you now! You ignorant fools dare stand against me?
Your reckoning has come, Thomas. Now you will pay for all that you did to my father and the Empire.
Never stood a chance.
I'll follow your lead! I've got you now! I no longer care. Moving my own place. For the sake of my people, you must die.
Well, you should care. I'm the one who's gonna kill you.
Foolish Harry. This land you seek dominion over, it's drenched in the blood of beasts.
Hold it together.
Fool I may be, but I have plenty of company. My allies and I stand ready to trample you into the dust.
Give me a hand.
We go together.
No surrender!
It ends here.
I do not usually mix business with pleasure. But this is an exquisite opportunity to sate duty and vengeance both.
It is my vengeance you will fight together.
We go together.
How you have earned it.
No surrender!
It ends here.
We dispelled the darkness. Now all that remains is Rhea. How fitting that I should settle things with Rhea here in the cathedral.
No matter how many years pass, you people will always be little more than fools. Return the land you stole from us!
Sorry, but I think I'd rather fight you instead.
I will correct the mistake I made when I took you in, by ending your life. Geralt, no. How could you possibly side with the Empire?
Life is full of twists.
You have left me with no other choice. Watch over me, Mother.
Never stood a chance.
I'll follow your lead! I've got you now!
So be it. I will crush you where you stand!
Yep.
Rhea can shapeshift too? But that form... Yeah? Sadly, I fear I must withdraw.
What?
Then you are the Immaculate One.
What?
So be it. Today we destroy you and secure our future.
Not a problem. There's not a question of can. Only a matter of will.
Okay. Nope. Nope. Nobody. Nope. Nope. Nobody. Nope. Nope. Okay. I didn't expect her to shoot freaking stupid. Oh well. It's my bad, because stupid. Ah, gosh darn it. Well, that was the first stats I've gotten. Okay, well, whatever. At least I know how to make this work. This was useless to me. This was really useless to me. Also, there's still a treasure chest, so placing you. It's burning. Then I'm gonna switch this around. I need to be able to break down the walls. Just to make it a little easier for me. Since I'm not Steve Hubert anymore. Which in a while we'll bring Hubert. Make sure. Okay. A little bit annoyed, but can't. Nothing I can do about it. Alright.
It seems rare. Here I go. I'll provide some protection. Here I go. Gnome, it seems you could use some help.
It's Bert. You need some backup?
Right then. You appear to need us.
There's not a question of can. My will is there.
So, I'll back you up.
I'm on it. I'll lend a hand.
Talas have both breached the monastery. And for the sake of Fodlan's future, we will make it their tomb.
The barriers conjured by the enemy will hinder the movement of our troops.
Then we've no choice but to proceed in two groups. Take care that neither one is wiped out.
You got it, Edelgard! I've got you now!
Where are the reinforcements? No, I don't want to die.
Watch this!
We should rescue Count Varri if at all possible. It will not be easy to find another man to wear the mantle.
Clear him out, Edelgard!
It would be my pleasure. Get out of my way!
There's a structural weakness in that wall. A heavily armored unit might be able to break through and expedite the rescue.
A new path has been cleared. Let's take it.
Take a breather. They've broken through the walls? No! Send reinforcements!
I am the Bishop of the Southern Church, and you are obligated to protect me. Now do so and be quick about it.
Reinforcements at once!
I'll take over.
My turn.
The Southern Church is...
Initiating the operation.
This bishop is an enemy of the goddess and must be destroyed. Yeah.
Out of the way! You employ magic to attack Count Varley from below. It cannot be good.
You honor your humble servant with this daring rescue, Your Majesty. What a grand display of sympathy for my plight.
I suspect you abandoned the monastery just so you might cower here. But I will have your full explanation once time allows.
Alive? I mean, of course I am. My death would be a crippling blow to the Empire.
The man is incorrigible. Someone keep an eye on him. We're not out of the woods yet.
The enemy's wretched mage there has conjured barriers that are hampering my escape. I need my ability to fight.
He must be a sorcerer. Not a smite and his magic here and... Out of the way!
Okay.
Very well.
I'll protect you!
Clear the way!
You got it, Edelgard!
Not a problem.
My turn.
You know what to do.
I'll strike the killing blow! It ends here! I hope that keeps Count Varley safe.
You know what to do.
I'll strike the killing blow! It ends here!
Imperial dogs! Stop interfering and learn your place!
An ambush, is it? I should have known things would not be as simple as they seemed.
You know what to do.
I'll strike the killing blow! It ends here!
There is the perfect place to unleash my secret weapon. Let fly the arrows!
Huh? Where are those coming from? Ah!
Goodness me. Who knew the Count still had some fight left in him?
You know what to do.
I'll strike the killing blow! There! It ends here!
I may be a bishop, but I still know when to stay the hand of mercy.
You are all descendants of the most inconsequential of beasts, and your deaths will fuel our grand ambition. Much stronger than I thought.
I demand that you rescue me right this...
No escape!
Bernadetta? Oh, I didn't know that you...
Hello. This is all a bit unexpected, I guess.
How lovely to see you in one piece. Although I did expect to find you inside the monastery rather than out.
No, you have it all wrong. I didn't flee. Why, I would never abandon my station.
Witness my true power!
I am above such a game. No escape!
Where did he go? We need to dispel those barriers at once.
If he retreated to the upper floors, I do not see how we can reach him. There must be some way around the barriers.
We've received multiple reports of enemy troops appearing out of thin air. Perhaps they have some sort of warping device.
Learn your place.
Yes, that certainly sounds likely. We should check every hiding place we can think of. I have seen such warping devices at the monastery. They are controlled by a separate mechanism located elsewhere.
And we need to find that too?
Stand your ground!
Stay apart! We're already in two groups. Let's continue the search.
Not a problem.
These infernal black walls are preventing me from reaching Lady Rhea. And now the Imperial reinforcements are closing in. Well, I'll just have to go intercept them myself.
Still in the fight. Use the catapults to crush the rebels below!
They're attacking from above. We have to stop those catapults.
And that's that.
Superb.
I don't have any interest in exchanging words with you.
You know what to do.
You attacked us, and that's all I need to know.
I'll strike the killing blow! It ends here!
Take a breather.
Clear the way.
You got it, Edelgard. I've got you now. Yeah.
We found the device, but it doesn't seem...
Lady Rhea, it was my greatest pride to be your sword.
to operate by itself.
This stronghold is ours. Now there will be no more hurling of the boulders. Very well.
Out of the way!
That must be the control device. Try to activate it.
Initiating the operation. Forward!
Does this mean we can warp now?
Let's use the device to go after that dark mage.
I'll protect you!
Clear the way!
You got it, Edelgard! I've got you now! I'll protect you!
Clear the...
Initiating the operation.
the way!
You got it, Edelgard! I've got you now!
My turn. Hold it together.
Stop hurling rocks at us, or I'm gonna... Oh, they stopped. Well, that's nice.
You know what to do.
I'll strike the killing blow. It ends here.
Good. The device works.
Meister is in danger! Help him!
You know what to do.
I'll strike the killing blow. It ends here.
They're really pulling out all the stops here. We'd better intervene before we take any more casualties.
You know what to do.
I'll strike the killing blow. It ends here.
This is where I expire. I pray you might finish what must be done, dogs.
The dark barriers have vanished.
Take a
Now we
breather.
can rejoin our forces.
That dark magic has dissipated. Now I can finally escape. I mean, strategically retreat.
I'll protect you!
Clear the way!
You got it, Edelgard! I've got you now! Yeah?
I'll fight until my dying breath to protect Lady Rhea.
Cyril, the wounds you carry. Please be safe.
As the goddess is my witness, this is as far as you go!
Annihilate them and reclaim all that is ours.
I'll protect you!
Clear the way!
You got it, Edelgard! I've got you now!
Don't stop now. Not when the future we seek is within our grasp.
things! Ah,
Out of the way!
I'll give you 10 times the pain you inflicted on Lady Rhea! Never waste it! Look
Now! I'll take over.
My turn?
I'll protect you!
Clear the
We're
way!
at more kills now, but it took longer. Alright, yeah, I should have enough. Need to not die.
You got it, Edelgard! I've got you now!
I hope that was enough to save her.
Alright, need to pay attention to pots.
Watch this!
I'm in.
The way to the monastery is clear.
Initiating the
Need to grab
operation.
the pot here.
Forward!
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the yellow pot.
Watch this!
My turn?
There you go.
I'll take over.
My turn? My turn.
Move at my own pace.
My turn.
Okay, cool. Any other yellow pots I can grab? Grab that south one.
Someone need the blade breaker?
Alright.
Not a problem.
I'm in.
Right, yeah.
Take a breather.
That should be good enough. Right.
This is the moment we've been fighting for. Rhea and Talus will be waiting just ahead. It's a boon that the Empire's two greatest enemies are both within striking distance, yet we mustn't forget they are capable of anything. This situation could very quickly become dire.
No kidding. We're talking about the heads of the church and those who slither in the dark. I hope you are all mentally prepared. Because once this begins, we cannot afford to waste even a second. Lady Edelgard, we await your command.
Through some strange twist of fate, we find ourselves capturing Garrigmok for the second time. Our first victory signaled the start of the war, and today's victory will be a giant step toward ending it. Today, together, we usher in a new era. And at the end of this path lies our future. The time is now. All Imperial forces, advance!
Alright, just to help out.
Right then, let us go to work. Shall we join hands in battle?
There is not a question of can. Only a There is not a question of can. Let us face our...
Come on! Victory's nearly ours!
You ignorant fools dare stand against me?
Your reckoning has come, Thomas.
Clear the
now
way.
you will pay for all that you did to my father and the Empire.
I've got you now!
Watch this!
The enemies that remain are undeserving of human mercy. On your command, we will purge them with fire.
I no longer care. For the sake of my people, you must die.
Well, you should care, because I'm the one who's gonna kill you.
Scarlet flames, consume the old world and bring light to a new age.
You brandish fire at us. We gave you those days.
Alright,
We dispelled the darkness. Now all that remains is Rhea. How fitting that I should settle things with Rhea here in the cathedral.
No matter how many years pass, you people will always be little more than
Clear the way.
fools.
You got it, Edelgard! I've got you now!
Return the land you stole from us! You have left me with no other choice. Watch over me, Mother. So be it. I will crush you where you stand!
So, this way?
It's Birdie! Oh,
watch this!
My turn? Rhea can shapeshift too? But that form...
Then you are the Immaculate One. So be it. Today we destroy you and secure our future.
Someone need the blade breaker?
Take a breather.
Watch this!
Stay vigilant. There would be no greater folly than to die here after all our struggles.
Just you wait, Father. I'm going to distinguish myself and return home a hero.
I am Petra McNeary, Queen of Bridget. I honor my pact by fighting with the Empire. Stand aside.
Take a breather.
Move at my own pace.
We will prevail today. even if it costs me the life that Her Majesty so graciously saved. I pray this fight is the one that ends this wretched war for good.
Well, I suppose I can allow myself one day of truly giving my all.
We will never yield to you, no matter how large or powerful you might be.
I'm just going to keep attacking. But you can pretend I'm not here.
Onward to victory and glory!
Not a problem. My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
Somehow, this doesn't surprise me at all.
Grant me power!
You got it!
Alright, just to be safe.
I've got you now!
She's no longer able to maintain that form.
Clear the way!
If we act quickly, we can restrain her.
You got it, Edelgard! I've got you now! I'll protect you!
Clear the way!
You got it, Edelgard! I've got you now! I'll protect you!
Clear the way!
You got it, Edelgard! I've got you now! It's unending. We must reclaim what was stolen from us!
Well, couldn't hurt.
I will destroy you by my own hand!
Clear them out, Edelgard!
It would be my pleasure. Get out of my way!
My turn?
We will surpass you both and move forward.
I don't know what the future holds, but we're not gonna stop until we claim it.
Now, together, everyone! Let's finish this!
This is not over. I must carry on for the sake of my mother's fallen comrades.
Loathsome helmet! Not yet!
You know what to do.
I'll strike the killing blow! It ends here!
You know what to do.
I'll strike the killing blow! It ends here!
Abominable creatures! I will give you the burial you deserve!
Look out!
I will not allow you to sully this sacred place!
Then die along with it!
It's gonna fall!
This way! There's no way they could have survived that.
Well then, just one thing left.
Must we do this now? But I suppose you earned it. Just this once. At last, Fodlan has been freed from that which bound it. Today marks a momentous new chapter in its history, and we shall be its authors.
I don't like that ending. If that's the ending, I'm not happy with it. It's not conclusive.
It is now 1183, Blue Sea Moon. The Empire has freed Garreg Mach and put the Knights of Seros and those
I mean,
who
they did the
slither
same
in
thing
dark
in Three
to
Houses
rout.
for Black Eagle ending. You made it
Amidst
too
the
open-ended.
fighting, Archbishop Rhea and Taulus both go missing.
Missing,
With
yeah,
no one to
exactly.
lead, the Central Church's influence wanes, and those who slither in the dark vanish. As the Empire and the Leicester Alliance reaffirm their friendly relations, Edelgard prepares for her final battle with the kingdom, determined to see her vision made real.
And I'm guessing I'm not going to play this final battle. It's just to leave it cliffhanger. That's my guess. Yep, see? Called it. I don't want to skip this. I'm kind of curious. All this majority is gonna be sheds, with like exception of a few like fights. And you know, there was like Edelgard one. I think there was one for Byleth. Oh, I wonder if that's gonna. Okay, there's another say Edelgard. I wonder if they show all the replayed fights I did. I doubt it. If it did, it's just be a long list. I'm just saying, nope, skip. Oh, I guess it didn't get Violet. We'll say Edelgard. Okay. Chief Victory and has really
It wasn't long ago that people knew me only as the Ashen Demon and looked at me with dread.
Oh, because I gave him the Merc whistle.
But thanks to you, I now find myself surrounded by friends with whom I share a common cause. Was I right to go down this path? I can't say, but I see a glimmer of hope at the end of it. And that's more than enough reason to forge on.
Nice. Alright, so that final fight, it was definitely harder than I was expecting. I thought I was gonna smooth sail it, and then you saw that Hubert died. But yeah, so because of that, I'm expecting Lunatic mode to be actually pretty hard now. With the fact that that fight, I'm like, my Shez is level 116, which is like pretty high level. And I'm like, just on par, I feel like I was doing. Like, sure, I was killing stuff fast, but like, Shez was really the only one that was surviving stuff. I was struggling with like using other characters like Byleth, Geralt, Edelgard, and all that. I don't want to skip this. I don't like skipping credits, especially if I'm streaming all that. You know, everyone on. I mean, back in the day, I didn't really care about spell credits, but I feel like now it's like I should let the credits play. All these people deserve recognition regardless. So I'm just trying to talk so I don't get, you know, copyrighted from the music though. That's probably gonna happen. Oh, man, that took way longer than I was expecting. Yeah, so like I said, I'm pretty much done. What I might do, I might play to the 2 missing chapters, like if I, you know, killed Byleth, what is the chapter fight there, as well as if there's a different ending. I'm assuming the ending's not different. He's on the ending in this fight. Byleth, Geralt, didn't really matter. So this fight would have gone the same regardless, and I think they did that on purpose. So the only thing different would be right now is that one chapter, chapter 14. There would be only one difference fight, and that's the chapter fight I'm missing in my list of fights. Everything else would remain the same, is my guess, because, well, minus the 2 additional chapters we got with the Byleth, but like the final chapter, nothing tied to Byleth. The letter, I'm assuming that's because I gave him the Merc whistle, which, you know, even though I'm not using, because Shadow Dash is just faster, I think giving Byleth the Merc whistle is like super powerful. Imagining having 2 time freezes, you freeze time, kill stuff, it runs out, switch to your, you know, Byleth, freeze time again, runs out, your part, you know, switch back to Shez. My ability should be almost back up, I feel like, if I'm thinking correctly. Or if not, it's, you know, it's a long time of freeze, right? Wait, what? Oh, for some reason, I was just reading on the left side. It's like, why is there slashes between people? And I just realized, oh, it's all the people on the right, the voice actors. But yeah, I will say this, I feel more content with this game. Hey Unknown, how are you doing? I just finished the chapter, the final chapter for Black Eagles. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing good. But yeah, I'll just kind of give you my thoughts on the game right now. I think they improved from the system from the first Fire Emblem Warriors. I'm playing through Black Eagles, having a hard time. Oh, what are you struggling on? Maybe I can give some advice if you want. It also depends on your playstyle. I know some people, they try switching characters all the time. They like using all the different characters, and you know that does make it harder because people are falling behind. Just most of the people are too low for fights. Okay, so what you can do if you want is you could do the record keeper, replay fights to get money, and you can also use the money to level up your characters at the training, as long as they're far enough in the game. It shouldn't be that many chapters in, but it should be far enough for you to level them up. Yeah, I just finished the final chapter. Hopefully you didn't see anything that was spoiler. Let's see, new game plus save, right? There should be new game unlockable units to be added to the save. Okay, cool. Equipment, cool. Rest items, ooh. Dang, our whistle has been added. Oh, I read about this, yeah. Maddening. Okay, so it's not lunatics, maddening difficulty. Alright. Third. Nice. Can only be reported as a batch for all units. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's finished. But yeah, so unknown. So my advice would be, depending on how far you are, if you have the record keeper unlocked, you could replay old fights and you can farm gold from those fights. You're able to replay as many times as you want. You can pick easier fights to level up your units, raise support, level up your classes, get gold, and you can use that to level up your characters if you're struggling there. So hopefully that helps. But yeah, so I've been playing for like the past 3 hours already. I've been doing like a lot of the support conversations. I do want to see one thing though. Oh wait. Oh, I see. It was marking. Okay. I do want to see. So if we do this, what happens? Wait, what is it doing? Oh, starts me. Does it start me? Oh. Wait, what? What? Alright. Which house are you gonna do now? I'm actually gonna replay the Black Eagles on Maddening is my next plan. The reason being is trying to see without spoiling anything. But yeah, but what I was talking about, yeah, you can talk to the record keeper here, talk to the record keeper, redo fights, level up. I want to check something really quick. So I finished the game, so I should be able to unlock stuff, right? Forgot where. Yeah, my tent. I'm trying to find my tent because I don't know where it is. Okay. There it is. Okay. Right now. Oh, you can unlock the units right now. Okay. And you can purchase new items. Vanguard whistle, not a big deal. Don't really care. Purchase equipment. This is a big deal right here. Accessories are supposed to... I see. Okay, you're fully aware of it. I didn't want to open it up so you don't get spoiled. Yeah, so the Rhea and oh yeah, okay, I'll show you. Yeah, it's Rhea, Sothis, and Arval. So these three. Okay, yeah, so you can unlock these three. There is a fourth unlockable one as well. You can actually, I think it shows up on your third playthrough on it. Cool, okay, so that's good to know. So I can still continue this file to farm support. Okay. Okay, so then if I did a new game here, would you like to carry over? Yes. Ah, okay. So if I want to carry them all, okay, cool. Next, carry over support levels, yes. Data from protagonists will carry it over during the second battle check. Oh. Then you can click maddening, okay. Can you do maddening without transferring New Game Plus? No. Oh, this would be difficult. Might consider that later. On my own time, probably, because I'm probably gonna be screaming my head off. But yeah. So yeah, I think that'll be the end of my stream. Thank you guys for watching. I honestly not exactly sure what I'm gonna do next. I may stream more, I may not. Not entirely sure. The next game I kind of want to play is Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Oh no, thank you for the follow. I do plan to play this more on stream. I'm not sure yet, but my next kind of goal right now is Xenoblade Chronicles 3. That's coming out in like 2 days. Well, technically tomorrow because it's already past midnight for me. And yes, but in terms of next path, I'm probably gonna replay Black Eagles on maddening just because I want to see how it is. It's something I can go through fast because I know the story. I don't care about support. Just skip, fight. Should be fun. But afterwards, I'll probably do Golden Deer, and after Golden Deer, I'll probably do why am I blanking out the names? Blue Lions, and that'll probably be the order I go in. And then after that, then that'll be fully completed. But I don't know if I'm gonna stream all that. I may or may not. Depends on how much free time I have, how much, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is gonna take. And yeah. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.